Welcome back to another episode of Suds and Cinema. My name is Kyle.
I'm Jacob.
I'm Josh.
This is episode number 10. Big milestone, boys. Not really, but
No,
We've been doing
10's like the first.
This means we did it 10 weeks.
No,
cool
it
number.
means we've been doing 11 weeks actually
Oh, yeah.
because we missed.
That's right.
Yeah.
11 weeks in. This episode, we're going to be reviewing The Hunt and some other things that we watched. Don't have another featured review. We weren't able to get out and see Bloodshot.
Bloodshot, yeah.
So, no Bloodshot this week, but...
Well, that's good because it saves us something for next week because everything else
everything's
is
canceled.
delayed and canceled.
Well, yeah,
so.
we're gonna get into it here in a second. Let's introduce the beer first, and then we'll talk about life updates, what's going on in the world right now. This was my choice, my pick. Does this look infected? It is a sour India Pale Ale with mango and azaka.
Zaka's a hop, for those wondering,
Correct.
which has mango notes. So,
So it should be
mango.
fruity.
yeah.
This is from Abomination Brewing Company,
Out of.
which is actually from Connecticut, but this was brewed and canned by Dorchester Brewing Company in Boston. But it's still Abomination Brewing because
Boston,
they're
Mass.
Boston.
a contract brewer.
Cool. Distributed by 12%.
Well, let's pop it open.
Jacob's excited.
Ooh, it smells sour.
Yeah. The guy that hates the sours the most, he picks up the sour.
I didn't say hate sours.
Yum.
Yeah, normal. Like, I've had a sour India Pale Ale before.
Whoa.
That mango is strong.
Yeah.
I like that.
7.2 for the ABV.
It tastes like mango juice.
peeps out there.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
This is good.
IR a fan.
IR is fan.
IR is fan.
Yeah, it's really good.
Good job, Abomination.
So, one thing, did you want to mention what the difference between a hobo brewery and a contract brewery?
Well, I don't know what. I mean, they're pretty much the same. I mean, your contract or hobo would be. I would assume. Does it say that they're a contract?
Yeah, I'm wondering if the difference is they have to have like a home base, because Abomination is based out of, I think it was New Haven, Connecticut, but this is brewed and canned in Massachusetts.
By a different brewery. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the.
This is, come on, you're supposed to know this.
Well, I mean, a hobo brewing is, unless it's like exclusively like, Abomination needs a bigger canning line, so that's why they can it, or like a bigger
Right.
Because Grand River doesn't brew 313 at Grand River anymore. They do it through Brew Detroit because it's a bigger scale.
Yeah.
Right.
Brew Detroit's
that's
pretty
technically
cool, right?
contract.
Yeah, I saw some
Can
of their
anybody
beers
use that?
today.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of them they say made in Detroit. Well, obviously there's no Grand River in Detroit. Does this look infected? Found it.
Pretty good. All right, we're checking in Untapped here. While we're doing that, let's give an update here. What's been going on?
Well,
Chaos.
there's this thing that's going around. I don't know if you guys heard about it. Called it COVID-19.
Never heard of her.
So I get to deal with that firsthand. All of that insanity.
Yep, as we know, well, if you're a longtime listener, you know, if this is the first episode you're listening to, Jacob's a pharmacist,
Yes.
so he's in direct
Direct contact with all
these people
all
that
of
are-
the Corona. We also sell Corona the beer, which I want to point out right now, guys. If you are still believing that Corona sales are down because of this, stop.
They probably went.
It
They
went
probably
up.
did hit, and
They
then it went up.
increased. Yeah, they increased 5% sales.
Yeah.
Because of everybody talking about Corona all the time.
Yep.
It's
Corona.
great advertising for them. But
Well, now it's like a meme. Like, you know, you buy Corona so you can put it on your Snapchat story and be like, I caught the coronavirus.
yeah, exactly. See, and people are buying Corona, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Corona's doing great right now. But, like, toilet paper, gone. Aloe, gone.
Yeah.
Rubbing alcohol,
Hand
gone.
sanitizer.
Hand sanitizer, gone.
A lot of
Thermometers.
wipes.
Thermometers.
Yeah, why are
gone.
people doing thermometers?
I don't know
now?
if was there some kind of Facebook post about that or something about thermometers. Someone bought $400 worth of thermometers yesterday.
Jeez.
$400. Almost all of our thermometers were sold out.
I wonder why.
And I'm like, okay, who doesn't like just own a thermometer already? Like,
Or
something.
needs $400 worth.
Well, I'm sure they're reselling
Resell,
it. But did you guys hear about that guy on Amazon? He bought like 17,000 bottles of hand sanitizer and we're selling them for like $75 a piece. And Amazon shut him down. So now he's stuck with like 17,000 bottles of hand
'cause
sanitizer.
he was selling it on a store.
Yeah,
on Amazon.
he was selling it on Amazon and
Yeah.
eBay, and they both banned him. So now he's just stuck with thousands of dollars worth of.
Why isn't that
hand sanitizer?
Isn't there some
'Cause he was
kind of protection
gouging.
for? Oh,
Because it's $75 for a bottle of hand sanitizer.
so it has to. Okay, I guess What's the difference between that and a percentage markup
Well,
versus?
if it wasn't so
Well,
like
and plus it's like people are sick and dying, so you're kind of an asshole.
No, I get it, but
Yeah.
I think it's because it was so like off kilter.
Yeah.
Like if you would have sold them bought them for $5 a piece and sold them for $8 a piece, I don't think he would get in trouble for that.
No.
But the fact that he was asking like an obscene amount.
Yeah. So, everybody, calm down.
For real. Dude.
Definitely don't downplay it. That's why our response to it was so slow in the U.S. Like, it's a big thing, but like, just be cautious. Wash your hands, which you should have already been doing. Like, use hand sanitizer if you can't. Wash your hands, but it's gonna be okay, guys. Just keep a cautious worry, but no panic, and don't stop buying toilet paper.
yeah, it hasn't really affected any of us yet. Jacob's probably the most
I'm definitely
at
gonna
risk.
get it. I'm
Josh
100%
might get
getting
Josh
that.
might get less business, but so far, as long as nothing's closed, we'll be keeping things normal. The only thing that sucks is all the release date pushbacks.
Yeah.
A lot of them are pushed back to still this year, Christmas, which is good.
Yeah,
or
we're
around
just
that
gonna
time.
watch like 30 movies at
It's gonna be
Christmas.
a hell of a
Yeah.
December.
Yeah, but so we'll talk at the end of the show maybe about what we want to do for, if like no major releases are coming out, how are we gonna keep the show going?
Good thing
We could
there's
do
like,
it like
150 years worth of movies we can
Yeah,
dive
exactly.
into.
So we gotta dig into that.
We can also do one of our rewatch the Batman trilogy
Yeah. Yep.
which
For sure.
which I did start.
I was about to start Batman Begins,
I just watched it.
but then I'm like, I'll save it because I watched a lot of movies this week, and this was my busy week too.
I know. You watched a lot on Wednesday.
A lot on Wednesday and Thursday.
Yeah, you went through a binge.
You went through a
for sure.
binge.
Yeah, 13 movies.
Well, I finally
This
bought
month so
I
far.
finally bought Overwatch, so I've been trying to catch up a little bit.
Yeah, I've been playing that too.
Can't
I just
sink
have,
You
into
just haven't left.
can't sink all my time into the movies
for
anymore.
48 hours.
Yeah, I'm single, so I sit home all day watching movies and playing video games in my underwear. Sometimes not even that. Really goes with how the flow is that day.
Just depends.
Well, we all watched The Hunt. It's our featured review. Let's get into it here.
Everybody get down! I know what this is. It's Manorgate. Every year, these rich elites kidnap a bunch of normal folks like us. Where'd they get you from? Wyoming. Orlando.
Mississippi.
This is a real thing. You're hunting human beings for sport.
Then you're not human beings.
Okay, The Hunt is directed by Craig Zobel, written by Nick Cuse and Damon Lindelof. Stars Betty Gilpin, Hilary Swank, Ike Barinholtz, Wayne Duvall, Ethan Suplee, Emma Roberts,
Does it?
Christopher Barry, yeah, Amy
Does it star
Madigan,
this many people?
Glenn Howerton's in there, and quite a bit of people. I would say it's a big cast, considering how much time it gets split between everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of unknowns. I mean, it's I would say, fairly lower budget movie. You want to get into some general impressions?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Who wants to start?
I would love to. So, this movie was frustrating, like, to me. I like.
That's a good
wait.
way to put it. Yeah.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, also though, The Hunt is very. I mean, it was
Go ahead. say it.
undermarketed.
Oh.
I'm just gonna say the plot summary because we should say kind of, 12 strangers wake up in a clearing. They don't know where they are or how they got there. They don't know they've been chosen for a very specific purpose for the hunt. So. Go.
Yeah. So it was a very frustrating movie because there's some parts I'm like, yeah, this is pretty good. And other parts I'm like, or is it though? Or is it like really terrible? And that's reflected, you can see in my score when you look at it. Very difficult, very confusing movie for me to like judge. It was funny, it was campy. I thought it did a way better job, like Spencer Confidential, to bring that terribleness back in this episode. Like that was one that was trying to be serious and then do that like unserious side at the same time and could not balance it at all. It felt terrible. Whereas this one, it knew it was like dumb from the beginning.
I would say it didn't try to balance it. It just chose.
itself
It chose to be 100% campy because
exactly, and this
that's
is
the
what
only
I thought
way you
Spencer
can.
Confidential was trying to do, and it did not. Do that.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, it was definitely interesting.
Yeah,
Close to that.
I liked it, but I think it was just the fact that like it looked good and everything, but like you could also the budget showed a lot.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
And it felt more like as a guy that directed a lot of TV, and Damon Lindelof has written some movies but wrote a lot for TV. It kind of feels like something that would be on TV. Maybe if this was somehow split up into episodes, like it just looked and felt like a TV, not like very cinematic, not like a movie. And
no, the action was very.
I think part of it is they choose. So I'll try to phrase this that makes most sense, because you don't want movies to like date themselves. Remember Sonic?
Yeah.
How it dates itself like in a bad way. But then there's movies where it's like they are of their time and they're trying to say something about that time. So
what is it? Zeitgeist?
you have to. Well, is that a movie?
No, it's a German term for of the era or something.
Oh, right.
I don't know if that's what it was though.
So that's what this movie is it's trying to say something about this time, so it puts itself in this time.
It does date itself a little bit.
Yeah.
But
so it's
because of
automatically
that,
dated.
I feel like it's doing that on purpose though, because you can watch us go back to that part in time. We're like, oh yeah, I remember when that was such a thing. Like,
Well, you can do that with Sonic too, though.
no, because those jokes like flossing and stuff, you're gonna be like, oh, that's gonna make you cringe when it already made me
You
cringe.
won't know
and
what
it's
it
still
is.
like is. Yeah. But like political things, this kind of like the divide between party lines and stuff that we have right now, like everybody knows that right now. So
yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying is it chooses to say something about the time that we're in now, and I think all the stuff politically worked for the most part. It was just basically how the movie was presented. I think for the most part that was most of my issues. Because like I didn't even mind when like some of the acting was noticeably bad, but it didn't bother me as much because it's going for that campy feeling.
Zeitgeist.
Yes.
The defining spirit or mood of a particular period of history as shown by ideas and beliefs of the time.
Well, there you go.
Zeitgeist.
Perfect.
You're welcome. The more you know.
Yeah.
It's an educational show here.
I think it was frustrating too, like what you said, like between was it good or was it like really bad. And I think that my least favorite thing of the movie was the political satire, because I feel like it was very
on the nose.
But that's
no, not on the nose.
everything
it was
was
just like
it
was trying way too hard to insert.
But I think
politics way too hard. Like, there was
that's the
sometimes
whole
it
thing
made
is
sense.
yeah.
There's sometimes it made sense, and other times it felt like they were just trying to, like they were reaching for a reason to talk shit about the other party.
Yeah.
I think that took it. It's like it was like a try hard. I think. at some points. Some of the political stuff worked for me, but a lot of it, I'm like, come on. Like they're trying to push an agenda. Like I think the writers were trying to like push an agenda, and
I mean,
Well,
I
that's
feel
what
like
it
it's
does
against
fall
both
in line
sides,
with. Yeah, but it's like falls in line with like pretty much. Yeah, I mean, it shows the worst of both sides.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
it's actually worse against left than it is to right.
I think its aim is its goal or its aim is to say that you need to be more moderate, and you can't have things to the extreme on both sides. That everything, taking both ideas, mashing up those ideas, being in the middle is probably better than so far right or left.
Yeah.
Because it does, so it takes down the right by those are the people that are being hunted, as they're so lovingly referred to in the movie as deplorables. And then the other side of that is, the elite, the rich, they waste their money on things or the tax avoiders, things like that. So far to the left that, I don't know, they, like all the...
Great explanation so far.
So far.
I'm like waiting for you to say something.
It's like a parody of each side. So it leans so far to the left. Like they're so anti, everything. It's like the joke about how like the left can be, like we're the worst for white people. Like, white people are the worst.
Yeah.
We're the worst. Like, and it's like just trying to be so inclusive. And then like, I can't say it because that's spoiler, but there was one joke that was pretty funny. But yeah, it was like, it's an exaggerated example of both sides.
Yeah. So I thought that stuff worked.
Yeah, I thought that was the best part of it.
Pulled away from it.
I don't know. I
never went into it thinking, I did go into it thinking that it is going to be, just about them getting hunted. But when I saw,
I was actually completely surprised. It was nothing like I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, very different.
I thought it was going to be like Hunger Games, the movie, but with this political satire, and it was that it got rid of that in about
real fast.
15 minutes. Like,
I mean, it is still, it's still like that. They're still trying to find them, but like, as far as like actually hunting them,
but I expected like actually like a Battle Royale type thing.
Yeah.
Like have you seen the movie Battle Royale?
No.
Oh, great movie. You guys should both watch that.
There's 2 of them, isn't there?
Nah, just watch the first one.
But yeah, it's interesting that they bring them there, and then their methods, like as far as like the actual hunt goes,
yeah,
like
it wasn't very contained.
Yeah, well, not contained, and then it's like they didn't want to hunt them. The real, like if you think about it, they actually just want to kill them because in the most dangerous game, it's about hunting
for sport, because
right,
the most dangerous game
is
humans because we
so
can think.
That's for the thrill of the hunt. There's no thrill of the hunt because they stay in a bunker the whole time,
literally the entire time,
and then everything else is booby trapped. Like they could kill them, but it's not from them. There's no satisfaction.
That's why I said it was nothing. I expected to be like dangerous game Battle Royale.
Yeah,
like
the name, which is very misleading,
and it was nothing like that. It got rid of that so quickly. I'm just like,
we can get into some spoilers, and I could probably.
It was like the hunt for half of it, and then revenge movie for half of it. Once it finally focuses in on one character.
Yeah,
because it has a lot of
which wasn't
12
even
people
introduced until later in the.
Well, she shows up right away and then is gone.
Yeah,
but.
Because she gets.
But you don't think she's the main character,
right? Yeah.
You think
I knew.
Yeah, they lead you on a couple different places, which is weird that they choose her as like to be the main character when there was these other people in the movie. But like I told you in the car, I have a theory on why out of the 12 people, like half of them were pretty well known and the other half weren't, and then those are the people that end up getting focused on the most. But I think like they probably have like some stance against it too, and because like some of them were there for literally 5 minutes, of the bigger name people. Like maybe they just wanted to participate in this and to help out, and because they have similar feelings or something. That's my only guess. Because then when they choose to focus on somebody else, it's not who you think it's going to be
at all.
I thought it was.
I mean, I didn't recognize
the trailer. It showed her.
You know her from TV shows, but I mean, she's not like a movie star.
I had never seen her before.
Yeah, I don't watch those shows that she's in. Glow and what another show?
Nurse Jackie. I
Nurse
didn't watch
Jackie.
Nurse Jackie.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
I just saw like when Glow they like had an interview or something. I read an article about it.
yeah. So, should we get into spoilers? Because I mean,
yeah.
it is definitely something you can spoil, and it's with the different turns it takes
Yeah.
to actually talk about
Yeah,
those.
it
Then
definitely could. It's definitely a
we'll
spoiler.
spoil it.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll say spoilers from here on out then. So the hunt starts off right away, right out of the gate. They're flying. They're already on their way to the manor. That's what it's called, the house, to hunt the
Yeah.
people. They're already on their way there, and it introduces the fact that they're killing these people that they have caged up, and they're bringing them to the manor. So everybody wakes up, and
Well, first one
in the
wakes
clearing,
up,
right? Emma Roberts, we'll say, that's who it kind of focuses in on for the first 5 minutes. They all have gags on. They wake up in the clearing, open a crate, find some weapons, and then everybody starts getting shot at. And then it's basically just a
Instantly.
15-minute scene of
Everybody
people dying.
dying.
Yeah,
Like pretty
like-
much everybody dying. Except
so yeah,
for,
like they get these
like,
weapons,
3 people.
and then once they start getting shot at, they kind of scatter, and it just goes from person to person. Like, how does this person die? So a lot of them get picked off that way.
Very, very violent.
Yeah, super
Very gory.
super gory,
Yeah.
pretty violent. I like that. I like that scene.
I liked it.
But yeah, Emma Roberts is the one that gets shot first. That's what I
Yeah,
was saying.
she's like, oh, it almost hit me.
yeah, and then her head
and
blows
then
up.
blows her head off.
Yeah.
Like,
So yeah, it keeps, and then it changes, and then it focuses to the next person, and you think, oh, okay, we're gonna follow this person, and then they die, and then it focuses on the next one, and so on and so forth. So, spoiler-wise stuff. What do you want to get into? The rest of the story, once it actually focuses in on the one girl, which you see at the beginning, then you start following her, because there's only a couple left at that point.
3.
So this is when it
There's
becomes
3 left.
Yeah, so this is when it becomes more. I mean, they are hunting her, and she's hunting them. Actually,
That's what I was thinking. Like the hunt would be.
Yeah,
her
could work
hunting
both
them.
ways. Yeah, that's when
Yeah.
it kind of turns to me.
because apparently she is ex-military, so she has a lot of abilities that no one else had. Apparently,
Well, I didn't get the feeling that because she was in the military, she knew how to do all that stuff. I think it was just how raised in the rural Mississippi.
that's
you
how
know.
she looks for C4.
She didn't know C4 was there.
She did
She
though.
was a
She was
tripwire.
looking for a tripwire.
Oh yeah, in the truck. Yeah.
And she knew how to check the license plate.
Yeah, she seemed like I thought she was like going to be a spy or something.
No, it was definitely like very known that she was military. Because even at
Yeah, I
the
mean,
said
okay,
she's
she has a
very
military
beginning-
background. Plus, I mean, who knows?
I mean,
what she
but how many
does.
people like take a pin off their shirt and use it as a compass?
That's what I'm saying. Is it seemed like she
I
had
guess
like
you don't learn that.
some of
in
it seemed like
rural-
wilderness survival training. That's what I'm saying. Is she had
Yeah,
some
why-
combination of military training and that.
That's part of military training.
What?
Probably survival.
Well, yeah, sure, could be.
Probably.
Depends what
I
branch
would
you're in.
definitely assume that it is the case.
I don't know about wilderness survival though. I don't think
I think that
No,
definitely.
because she was in
to hunt
Iraq
and
or something, right?
and
Or she,
Well, yeah,
no,
but
Afghanistan. She
they have
said.
13 weeks of basic, and then
Yeah.
you have a shit ton of training after that. I'm sure wilderness training's in there.
Maybe she was
Could
a
be.
Girl Scout.
someone in the military, send us an email.
Yeah, let us know.
Anyway, what were we saying? Spoiler wise, I mean that's the basic plot. She hunts down the rest of them.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, like, it takes a lot of turns. Like, originally she's just trying to, escape, right? But they get on to a train, her and that one Gary, right?
Right.
And
Ethan Suplee.
Yep. And he yells at some refugees
Yeah.
because he has a podcast. Shout out to. But yeah, I mean, so they're trying to escape, but they wouldn't let them contact the embassy when she made it with those military people from whatever country they were in.
Croatia
Right.
I didn't get that point. Like, why have it in Croatia? And then
because
say
it's
it was
remote.
And then say
guess.
it was in Vermont though.
I know.
Yeah, I
I was
didn't
gonna
get
ask.
that.
I
No.
was gonna ask that because you have a
No.
house in Vermont.
No,
And I was like, wait, are they
because-
in Vermont?
Remember,
They're
because
staging it as Croatia.
the hunt was never real. They made it real because they were making
Yeah.
fun of them. So they're like, fine, we'll do it then.
Yeah.
But there was never like this manner where they hunted people in Vermont.
Oh, you're
She
saying
just
the
had a
pretend
house
one
in Vermont.
Okay, the pretend one is, or yeah, the
Yeah,
one that
so
the
they
conspiracy
made-
one is.
Yeah, that
Vermont.
never existed really.
Yes.
So that's why.
Yeah. What do you think about that twist? I mean, it's not. It's kind of a twist. They do like a reveal style where they're talking about the manor. You think that they do it like every year, but really this is the first year
Yeah,
that they
because
do
literally the first scene of the movie is them texting about
Right.
killing
it. Yeah,
the
Can't wait to go.
deplorables,
exactly.
and then they're like,
So that's actually the thing that starts it off as, because somebody gets a hold of that, and then they start, the conspiracy theories start running. So then they actually do it in real life. So it's presented kind of
yeah,
differently. I thought that worked.
yeah. I thought like
But I feel like it was unnecessary. Like the whole scene with the
Athena?
the Croatian military base. That whole scene had nothing to do with. There was no reason for that to be in the movie.
Well, it brought that one guy from the embassy to them just because remember
Right.
that wasn't supposed to happen.
I know, but why does it?
They didn't plan for
Like,
that to happen.
Right.
Like U.S. embassy guys in on it too. Like
He was
I know, but why? Like
because they knew that
They
if
pay
they
him
did
off?
escape, they were trying to plan for everything that contingency, plan everything that could go wrong. They probably figured that could go wrong. They're rich people with connections in high places, so they had someone in the embassy just in case they escaped and got somewhere to bring them back.
And that's the scene that leads to the one guy's death, the refugee that's actually pretending to be a refugee, but the rest of them are real.
Yeah.
That leads up to his death, and then how they get out. Yeah, with the.
But it didn't make it. Still did. I think it was unnecessary.
I mean, what would have happened? Yeah,
Because the train just goes and then it stops at the military base.
It wasn't supposed to stop there. The military stopped it. Remember, he said that. He's like, they weren't supposed to be here. They
Right.
weren't supposed to stop the train. He's like, but if you.
Why was he on it then?
Because, no, that part was supposed to happen, but the train was going to take them to something that they planned already. But the military stopped it looking for refugees. And
yeah, that guy was like confused by it. Wow.
Yeah. So that's why he's like, this wasn't supposed to happen. If you guys run now, I'll give you a head start. Like,
What was he planning to do on the train then before that?
That's what I'm saying.
What was his
Why was he on
plan?
the train in the first
Yeah,
place?
why was he there?
I thought it was because that was part in case they escaped and got on the train. They like expected that to happen, like one of their plans that could happen, and the train was going to take them somewhere they already expected, or maybe he, as pretending to be a refugee, could like get them off to do something else. Like, hey, come with us.
Because there were other real refugees there too that he was obviously
but
with.
that entire plan got messed up when the military stopped the train.
Yeah, confusing when you think about it, but
Yeah, it's stupid.
Again, I don't
don't
think
know.
this movie was meant to be like airtight.
no, yeah,
It was
Yeah,
pretty
but we
I
can't
didn't
give
ridiculous.
it.
feel like-
You can't give it Lance. You can't
was-
give
It was pretty ridiculous.
a movie. You can't give him too much slack for bad writing just because it's meant to be campy. Like I don't think that's an excuse. Like we should treat it differently because
Well, I just took it as like
Like bad
there
writing
was
is bad
more of a
writing.
plan. We don't know what the plan was. Like none
but
of us know
I'm
what
just
their
saying
plan
bad writing
was.
is bad writing.
Yeah, but I'm just saying none of
Like
us
then whether
knew
it's
what the
funny or
plan
not.
was, and he said they messed up the plan, so we just assume that we can't assume that there was a plan for him. There was a reason why he was on the train, but we will never know because
So
it
he
got-
just met up with these refugees. And
he said he's been
decided-
with them for months.
oh, okay, it's in there. It's covered.
Yeah, he said that in the movie. He's like, I've been with these refugees for months.
I
They're
don't
not
remember
gonna blah 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 whatever he
Yeah.
said. Yeah.
Makes sense. I can roll with it, but like you said, it's not. I don't think it's bad writing. I think there's parts of it that show,
The
Weakness.
part
It's not,
that
like, super
hurt,
strong, but-
like, okay, the reason, like, I was like fighting between can we do star ratings here? Like,
sure,
all
whatever.
right,
Spoiler.
I gave it a 2.5.
Okay.
So for me, I was fighting so much between a 2 and a 3 for this movie, and that's why I get met right in the middle.
Right.
Because I'm like, 3, that was a 3 movie. It was campy. I love campy. Soft spot for that. It was like, but then it's like, yeah, but the jokes were a little bit too on like the nose. Like it's just like heavy, so heavy handed.
But that's what it's trying to be.
Which it was. And that's me fighting it. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, but it was meant to be. That was the whole point. But then what really sold it for me, what dropped that half a star was at the end. Like, I'm just like, okay, that ending was not satisfying to me at all.
Yeah. And
It just felt like, I felt like something more should have happened. I don't know. It just, the ending left me
really
just
abrupt,
like,
yeah.
really like, I'm like, oh, that was it? Oh, okay.
Well, let's talk about the ending then. So her and Don are the only people left from the hunt, and she ends up with her training and Don's help killing them all basically except the head one, Athena. So she goes to the actual house to track her down, and then they meet up.
Conveniently, she didn't notice that C4
fight. Well, that was under the road. How could you see it?
It was under the truck. She saw you could see the string, just like the other string.
That one was remote detonated because she could see it from
Oh,
the house.
I thought you could see the string though.
There wasn't a string on the driveway. She said, I have
underground.
C4 under there. I can blow you right now. Because there's a camera in the mailbox.
So
Anyway.
she had like a trigger.
Yeah, she would have
Alright.
triggered it. She goes there. She goes to the house and meets with Athena, and then they have, a conversation, and then they fight. Kind of remind me of Kill Bill Volume 2. They have a long conversation, then they fight.
So I guess one thing that did bother me is like you never actually knew if she was the real person that they thought she was or not.
Yep.
And I'm like, why would they keep that ambiguous? Because what's the point?
Yeah, it's ambiguous, but it's like being ambiguous doesn't make it.
It doesn't like make
elevate
it
or
cooler.
anything.
Yeah, it's like there's no reason to make it ambiguous. It's like just why couldn't she just like when she was dying, after she won, she'd been like she said, "No, I'm not," right? But then I still am like, but are you or not? Like you don't know actually, and I don't know why they made it.
There was no unless there's something in Animal Farm that we don't know. Like
And
in
then
the
she
book-
gets all like dressed up
True,
and like
sure.
gets on the plane and everything. I don't know. I'm just like, it was a weak ending,
Yeah.
and that literally is what knocked it down to the 2.5 for me.
I thought. I mean,
I still like.
I don't know
that
what was
watched
weak about it. I
it.
thought it was fine.
I still like that I watched it. I don't know. Just something about it just left me totally like.
Yeah, I was.
Unsatisfied.
There's nothing else for her to do. She kills Athena, and she's got to go. She's got to leave.
Yeah, but it just felt so like.
Yeah, it was like rushed and.
I didn't feel like
I didn't
there
think
was
it
a
was
point
rushed.
or payoff or anything.
It's really short, but I
like
didn't
what was the
feel that
lesson we
short
were supposed to take away?
from the whole movie?
Like at the end there, like what were we supposed to take from what just happened?
If here's the thing, if she is
What's
not
the
the right
moral of the
person,
story?
she said,
Yeah.
you got the wrong girl. If she actually isn't the right person, then I think it's more of a because they do a bunch of different takedowns, the right, the left, and everything, and
Yeah.
the ending one would be kind of a takedown of, I guess, social media, internet bullying, things like that. Like you could be doing this to somebody and not even have the right person.
Right.
I don't know if that's what they were going for.
What else?
Exactly. I don't have
That's why I
anything
don't know.
better,
That's
so
why it's just bad
sounds
writing.
good to me because I have nothing better. I just felt like
It's the
that
obvious
wasn't
one, it has
something
to
they
be.
were like talking about the rest of the time though. Like,
No, but that's not it's definitely not the goal. Like I said, I think which is part of it's part of what brings it down too is it's just trying to be so of this time and have something to say about everything.
but it doesn't really say anything.
The right, the left,
It just like it's
politically,
plays so
climate
middle
change,
ground on both,
internet bullying.
on everything that it doesn't actually say anything. It just evens out.
No, I think the biggest, broadest thing, not being so far right that, when they
You're
show the
yelling
pictures,
at refugees and
protesting, yelling at refugees, one's protesting equal rights. Just whatever they do. Don't be so far to the right. Don't be so far to the left. That's the whole message. There's other things in there, like what you're saying,
But
where
it
they
just never
brings it
really
down.
goes
Like
further in those.
Yeah, there's so many swings.
Yeah.
Not all of them are.
Maybe that was part of it too, is there's like so many twists and turns, and it's not really that long of a movie that it just felt like not like it didn't perfectly tie up with a bow everything that it was trying to do. And I just felt left out to dry.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
But I
didn't
will
really
say
think it was
satisfying.
mostly like the story or the plot or anything like that, or themes or whatever. I didn't think any of that was what brought it down for me. But I'm also higher than both of you. I already know that. So
Yeah.
I was fighting for what you put,
Yeah.
but I just couldn't get
maybe
there.
rewatch.
Maybe
This could go up
is
or
one
down.
that maybe I could watch again, like because it like I thought the pacing was pretty good, honestly.
it's an hour
like
and a half.
it got but it like did not feel. It felt good. Like the length was good,
Yeah.
but even though it didn't like tie everything up that I wanted, I felt a little unsatisfied. Still like it didn't feel long to me. Like it
like
kept going at a good pace. Like I mean a breakneck pace, honestly. Like
And it
Yeah.
was in a day time,
yeah.
like one day.
Yeah, there was like just quite a few things I liked about this. Like I thought it was filmed pretty cool, and I really liked the almost like upgrade like shot with the fight scene when
Yeah,
they
I
both
knew you like that. Yeah.
yeah when they both fell over and the camera moved with them. Like
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah, I mean all of like the trying to think if anything like looked bad standing out wise, because I think most of the effects were good, which was pretty much just went all
Yeah.
to the deaths.
yeah.
I don't know if they look good. Like
Did anything stand out as
looked,
bad?
The eyeball looked horrible.
Looks
I
fine.
thought it was fine.
Yeah.
No, it was like basically Bloomhouse like prep. Like he probably pulled that.
I was
from
surprised to
Saw.
see this was Blumhouse.
Yeah, look at that.
I did not know that.
Two in a row. Oh,
Yeah.
not in a row, but two very close together.
I didn't know that going in, but I can see why. I mean, that's kind of shows how much the budget really was. Let me try to find out what it was. So I
Probably
know.
like nothing.
But it's more
9
of a thing.
million.
No, I'm saying between 20 and 50.
Really, 50?
I bet it's
Between
up there.
that.
I'm gonna say it's less than 15. No, it's probably more than that. But I'm gonna go with
15.
I was so close. I said less than 15, so I can't really count that.
There you go.
I was close though.
My first number 20. I said between 20 and.
Mine was still closer because 14 is.
Well, anyway, so yeah, that's what it was. But anything else to spoil?
You know, a little fact I learned today. You know, like the highest making movie based on its budget ever was.
Based on the budget.
Yeah.
I'm gonna know it when you say it, but I don't know.
Like that got the most money off the lowest budget.
Yeah.
Napoleon Dynamite.
Nope.
Is that up there?
I mean, probably,
It's
but
it's a horror movie.
it's not even close. Yeah.
I know it.
Make a guess.
I don't have
It
one.
follows.
No, that had a higher budget. It was
Babadook.
the first Paranormal Activity.
Paranormal
Oh,
Activity.
$11,000 budget. Made
Oh, jeez.
$190 million.
Yeah, that's
off $11,000 budget. Oh,
That is insane.
yeah.
I don't even remember any of them.
I like
Is that
them.
what started?
Hmm?
Who produced Paranormal Activity? Oh no, that was a studio released it.
I loved like 3 and 1. I didn't see
3, the one with the Connect.
3 was the one with the fan scene. Do you remember the fan scene? Oh, the camera was on top of the fan, so it goes back and forth, and you just see like something appear. Oh, that scene's so good.
Is that the one with the Connect?
I don't remember all. I just remember it's
It's
the
like
fan
all the
scene.
green lights, and you can see like the green, like because
They all kind of blend
It's the
together.
first one he's talking about.
I'm
No,
talking
he
about
said
the third one.
Oh,
And I think it's
First one was the one that, I mean, the rest probably had way bigger budgets, but
Yeah.
the first one, yeah, it was $11,000.
4 was the one where they were like
I never saw 4.
jumping over buildings.
I
and
don't
shit.
remember any of them. I remember the first one a little bit.
That could be another thing we go through.
I do not want to watch those, please.
Really? You didn't?
Oh, they're so bad.
They aren't bad.
Oh my god.
I mean,
You're
the
bad.
first one got like
First one's okay.
pretty good reviews.
Yeah, because you take into account for what it is. $11,000.
Yeah,
movie,
$11,000
shown
budget.
through security cameras, the whole thing, or handheld
Found footage, yeah.
Found footage. Anyway,
Which became
we're talking
huge
about
for years
the
after
Hunt.
that.
Oh, yeah.
Anything else to say on the Hunt?
I don't know.
No, I was bouncing between my score, but it would have been the other way.
Yeah.
Even lower.
Yeah, bouncing between lower.
Mine was between.
What happened? We were all so hyped for this.
But I just think that a lot of the, I think I can't excuse all the plot holes in it just because it's supposed to be campy.
I don't think there's plot holes.
Like just the normal things, like not the right setup, or like a lot of the swing and misses, and a lot of the
well, I mean,
funny
you just
stuff
have to
wasn't
suspend your
funny at all.
you just have to suspend your disbelief with how much
Plus,
money
the
they
acting
have
was pretty-
and what they
I
can do.
think
They can do
the
pretty
more,
much anything.
Also, the more you pay attention to politics and stuff, the more you'll find this funny, I guess. They use a lot of things that are like so specifically like deplorables is a great example. Like,
Yeah.
That has, I mean, wasn't it, didn't Trump like get really mad about this movie, or someone on the right like got,
I wouldn't be surprised.
it got like huge controversy, and then I would say that was almost actually, I mean, yes, it was mostly even, but who was the one who won in the end, right?
Yeah, the right.
Yeah, that's
So,
what.
if
That's what I mean.
anything-
Yeah, I went in thinking like that it was a movie for the left, and then because I saw that trailer on fucking Hulu, wouldn't stop playing. But then no, it was like I think it was definitely a takedown of both and aimed
Yeah.
to be totally moderate.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah. But so yeah, I don't think any side can, I mean, I think that's why it's so bad right now. I think it's because everybody's just mad.
Well, have you
at
seen
it.
the scores on this thing? I mean, I predicted it before it came out. I was like, this is gonna be split exactly down the middle.
Yep.
It's exactly at 50 on Metacritic.
I think everybody's just mad at it because both sides are mad about
I
it.
didn't not like it because of all right or left thing. I didn't like it because of some of the writing, and the acting was pretty egregious at points.
Yeah, I mean,
But
that-
again, I felt like
people-
that was
No,
on
but
purpose.
you can't give a movie.
the
too much of a
lead
lead.
actress, some of the things she did,
She
like
was funny.
no, that's what I mean. It
I
was
think
funny.
she was
Like
the funniest character.
Like
Yeah.
when she's like,
She was the best character.
there.
Mm.
Can't see what we're doing. This makes terrible podcasting. Open widens her eyes. Yeah.
No, she was really funny, and and it wasn't her lines.
Oh,
It
by
was
the
her,
way, the
like,
scene I was talking about that I
mannerisms.
really liked was she's like, "What do you think? Should you get special treatment just because you're a woman?" She's like, "Nope," and just shoots her. Like,
Nope.
I love that because
No,
that's
she
such.
didn't shoot her yet. She was gonna.
Yeah, and then she asked her,
Yeah.
like, do you want to be treated different because you're a woman? And then, of course, being so far left, she has to be, equality. So she's like, has to say no,
stood there
and then
and
she
just
gets shot because of it. So it's just,
Nope.
it was funny.
Yeah,
I really like that.
she was about the only character
You didn't like
Like-
Gary?
who.
I
No,
liked
I mean,
Gary.
some of
was
the parts
horrible.
are so small that they don't really have like they don't, they're not acting much. They don't have to do much acting, I should say.
Right, but I thought that Dan guy was.
Did
pretty
you
bad,
watch
or
Knives
Dan.
Out yet?
Knives
I'm wondering
Out.
if you think that's terrible acting or if
No,
it's just
but this
campy.
was just like there was parts in this like they were trying to be good and it was just bad. Like that old man, they call him Target, the guy that got shot by the arrows,
Oh.
and he's like just like running at him.
What is he-
shooting a
he's-
pistol?
Yeah, he's in the beginning for like 2 minutes of screen time.
Yeah, but they had enough to like put him as a main like thing, and he was acting was bad, and then the entire coffee or the gas station scene was horrible.
What?
I thought all the acting was bad in that.
No.
I liked the
Ike-
gas station.
I don't know
I
if you
usually
know
like
what
Ike or
you're-
whatever. What's his
Like
name?
Barinholtz.
I usually like him as a character, and I did not like him in this movie at all. He was from Staten Island. He didn't even have an accent.
You don't have to have an accent.
Everybody from Staten Island it's like saying you don't have an accent if you're from Boston.
What if he actually is? What if
Mark
Mike Barinholtz
Wahlberg's
is
from Boston. He doesn't have an accent.
Yeah, he does.
Not anymore.
Yeah, he does.
Mm-mm.
If you hear him actually talk like candidly, he has an accent. But when he's acting, he takes the accent down sometimes.
But he can hide it.
But why would you try and hide it
I-
acting as somebody from Staten
I don't
Island?
think it's the act. I mean, I think you're right. Some of the writing, I think presentation is part of it. I wouldn't say some of the acting is bad, but not as much as like
the only funny.
you're saying. There's that only the lead was good, but
I think she was her.
Hilary Swank
Hilary
was
Swank
good.
Was good.
lead
But-
girl. I mean, Ron Don or whatever.
He was
Did-
pretty bad. Good at times.
What
bad at
about
times.
my boy? What's his name? I just said his name.
Glenn Howard?
That was your boy.
No, I do like Glenn Howerton, but
I don't know. Like the actor or the character?
The guy that directed, or he was in Blue Ruin.
I have no idea.
Macon Blair, he was in this. He was the U.S. Embassy guy.
Oh
Texas
yeah.
Embassy guy.
Oh,
Macon Blair. Why can't I think of that?
I've never seen him before.
What? You never seen Blue Ruin? Green Room?
Nope.
Yeah.
What? He was fine. I'm saying that most of them are.
So anyway, worth a watch, probably.
We haven't even done star ratings
I wouldn't
yet.
rush to go watch it.
Star
Yeah.
ratings?
It could be a VOD.
Well, we did.
No, I did.
I get all right. Go ahead. I gave it a two and a half.
Yeah, I gave
Right
it
in the middle.
2.5. I was debating on 2 or 2.5.
And I gave it a 3. Light
And
3
it'd probably
probably.
this
but
might
still.
be a movie I'll rewatch. It might go down.
Could-
I don't.
or could go
I
up.
told you mine. I was fighting between 3 and 2. Like
was
that's
fighting
why I
from
split the
falling asleep at
difference
times.
there.
That's your fault.
No, because I was like
But I do like camping.
wanted to see
so.
it. I really wanted to see it. And it just
I
like
do
did
like
not.
camping.
It didn't give me. I think it didn't give me what I wanted.
Didn't
out
give
of
a fire in the loins.
it. And that always hurts more than. Like if I want it to be good and it's not good, it hurts it more than it just
That's
being
fair.
bad.
I agree.
Yeah, expectations or something, but
That's why 1917 probably we all gave it 3.5.
I still think.
I still think 3.5 is a good score.
Oh no, me too.
expectations were high though. I mean, that could,
Mine
that
were
could
super
be-
high for that though.
That could be something.
I'm like Deacons. Though that was the best part still. So
yeah.
Got best
Well,
cinematography.
yeah, we should have.
I
It's beautiful.
No, Lighthouse should have.
They
gave
both
it a
should have.
3.
Yeah.
I always get so off topic before we can get back to it. So 2.5, 3. Want to get into what else we've been watching?
We can talk about November.
Yeah, we can
We
talk
can do
about
November
November
1st. So we all watched November.
It's been the furthest from me, so
Yeah, Jacob
a
watched
little
it
bit
long
harder
ago.
to.
Let's just give a quick little rundown of November. It was 2017 Estonian film directed by Rainier Sarnet maybe, don't know.
It could be French.
Yeah, I guess, but since it's an Estonian film,
Yeah, it probably Estonia. That's
and it
why.
was
It's probably not even close to that. It's probably like
submitted for the Estonian film in the Oscars for Best International Film.
Was it really?
This was the pick.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Don't ever watch the Oscars
fun
until
fact.
this year.
It was
Well,
November?
it wasn't nominated.
Oh,
It was submitted.
I see.
So there's hundreds of submissions. However
Yeah,
many countries
that's not
Oh,
make
you
that.
made it seem like it was. I was
I
like,
thought it was
maybe I didn't watch.
nominated. I'm
No.
like, wow.
No, it was submitted by
Oh,
from Estonia. So,
probably like the only Estonian movie.
Yeah.
I get.
and yeah, I mean, we're not going to go over the cast because I can't pronounce any of these names, and you wouldn't know who they are anyway. But it is set in medieval times, medieval Estonian village. A group of peasants use
I thought
magic
that's just how Estonia is now.
and folk remedies to survive the winter, and a young woman tries to get a young man to love her. Well, you do know the time period for one thing because of the German migrators. They take over
Right.
Estonia, and they're in a
I
war.
also think
basically.
Estonia has like the fastest internet in the world.
You think that?
I'm pretty sure that was a real fact at one time.
Okay,
So
I'm gonna believe you.
there you
All
go.
Well, no, this is medieval Estonia, so
15th
They didn't have
century, I
internet
think.
then.
Does it say 15th century?
whenever medieval, I don't know,
Because I'm pretty sure it's 15th.
Whenever medieval is.
whatever that century is.
If it was like during the plague, that'd be the 1300s. So the Renaissance was 1400s. Duh.
Anyway, what'd you think of November?
I thought it was stunningly beautiful movie. Like the black and white. This was another movie that used it right. Like
Yeah.
it was made for black and white.
So here's the other thing too, though. Is this is black and white, and then they have post effects also, or like certain scenes, like they crank up the contrast,
No,
Yeah.
like the saturation.
The white.
Well, yeah, and it's just like
Yeah,
it's so nice.
Yeah.
It is nice, pleasing to the eye.
because there's a lot of scenes. So like some of my favorite scenes. Yeah, I'll have to go over it. I have like a lot of
The
questions.
crossroads was very nice looking.
The crossroads, the resurrection scene,
Yeah.
the village, and like so they use the black and white because like that's how you can tell them apart. I mean, obviously from the clothes, but like you can really tell them apart because the ghosts are white and like, but they look just like normal people. But they have like they use makeup too, where like you can tell there's makeup on their face, but because it's in black and white, it's not colored. It just shows up as like pure white, so they look like super white and super bright
Yeah.
because they're ghosts. But yeah.
That's what
That
ghosts
was a
look
cool
like.
way to like design the ghosts.
Yeah.
Make them look like not like transparent.
So yeah, it looks really good, and it won some awards for cinematography. Like
It got
Should've.
Tribeca Film Festival.
Yeah.
Best cinematography.
It deserved
Yeah.
that.
So
story, I let it off a little bit for this because I'm not Estonian. So if I had that kind of background in history, I think I would have got more out of it because like I had to look up a lot of stuff for this movie because it is literally like seeped in Estonian mythology and lore. Like, so one of the things in there are the krats, which were one of the best parts of
Those
it.
are so dope.
Super cool how
And
they
funny.
did those. Super
Yeah.
cool and funny. Yeah.
yeah,
It literally starts with like that's the opening sequence.
I
is
know.
a
I was
krat.
like, I was watching. I was like, I don't know what I'm watching, but I'm in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeet. He's just picking up the cow.
the cow
Yeah.
flying with a cow.
That was so cool. Like, and so krats are these things that exist in Estonian history, like, I mean, folklore, in that they are these servants that basically, so you give your soul to the devil, which is from 3 drops of blood, which is also in this movie.
Yep.
And that's when you give your soul, and in return, you get a soul for a krat, which it can be made out of any materials, basically.
Right.
And then they become that material comes to life, and now it is an internal servant for you. And but the only thing with krats is that you have to constantly give them something to do, because if you don't, then they start turning against the owner, which is you. And then the way to get rid of them is to tell them to do something that's impossible to do. And one of the common things to do in Estonian folklore was to tell them to make a ladder out of bread, which was also in this
in that
movie.
movie too.
So, and if they couldn't do something, they would keep trying until eventually they
Like
got so
short
confused
circuit.
that they basically short circuit and catch on fire and die. And which was also in this movie. So like, yeah, I'm sure there was so much of that else that was in this that I just didn't get. And that's not a fault of the movie. It's just a fault of me not having that background knowledge.
Well, some of it was pretty obvious. I mean, like the whole plague, that you didn't have to like know their mythology to know what was going on there. I think the second most confusing besides the krats, if you didn't know that, but you told us to look that up beforehand.
I feel like I didn't have to look too into krats to know. I feel like it explained it pretty well.
Yeah.
I mean, you got it.
Like you
Yeah.
met that guy, the devil or whatever.
But like I wouldn't have known, like it showed these things. But I just feel like if you knew, like, oh, this is all like an actual thing, then you can better understand, like, because otherwise, like, what the heck's a krat? Why are they?
It could take 2 rewatches or something, for maybe you just don't catch on to, if you're not thinking about it, or if you don't know what's going to happen, you might not catch on to the fact that they're actually tricking him, with the berries
Yeah.
Currents.
instead of blood.
Yeah. It's like a very dense movie. It has a lot of different things going on.
Yeah.
Like, yes, it has the krats, but it also has like werewolves, like ghosts.
Well, yeah, that's what I was gonna say is the second most
plagues.
thing. I mean, it's not like, yeah, the scenes with the wolf and stuff is like I get what's happening, but it's also confusing the fact that just how it's shown and like I think structure actually throughout the whole movie was the biggest problem because like there's a lot of good individual scenes, but like.
There was too
together-
much going on to connect it all, basically.
Yeah, it wasn't like I get it. The movie was more about the whole village, but like I don't know, some of those just seemed like so disjointed from the rest of the movie. Like would have flowed better.
Yeah, I think the entire movie was just the unrequited love, right? Like
Yeah.
between the girl and
It's
the
a
man.
fairy
who
tale.
That's
it's
the-
the love triangle.
Those are the most.
whole
Yeah, that's
thing.
the biggest story.
Yeah.
So, and it
The
took a
rest
while
is
to get
just
to that
stuff
point.
that's like
It took a while to get to that point
Yeah.
to figure that out, and then, I mean, where you go from there. But yeah, that was pretty much the biggest problem, was just the structure and kind of pacing of it. But
I will say that the reason why it didn't get higher for me was it was still a little slow to me. But I don't know if that was the fault of it or just because there was so much going on that's like new to me that it just felt like a lot going on. But maybe like if you already had all that like knowledge and background and everything, like it wouldn't be new to you. It's not like a new thing. You're just like, yeah, oh yeah. You know, that's what happens, you know, with Kratz. And that would have just been something that was already expected to happen, not like a separate thing that is like new and confusing to me.
yeah, I think for the most part, the beginning is like the weirdest things to settle into, and then after that, I mean, like I said, once it gets into the love story, as long as you know what Kratz are, like when he builds a snowman, that's a big part of that. But I don't think much of it else is too out there. I'm trying to remember.
No, it started off pretty weird. I'm like, oh, here we go. Like,
And then you settle. Yeah,
But-
it doesn't really get much weirder.
no, and I thought it was gonna like detract from it, but
Yeah.
it never. It levels out for sure.
Yeah.
But God, was it a beautiful movie?
Yeah.
Like
A little
It's just
long,
like-
I
too.
like
It's like 2
the that
hours.
smoke like with
And it's
the
because of the pace
exhaling
and structure
scene.
that
I
like
sent that video to you guys.
Yeah, that was
When
so
he
good.
was smoking this pipe.
That
and
was
you could
so
just,
nice.
You could just
Ugh.
see the smoke around him, and you could see
Yeah.
his barely behind it.
Yeah.
And then the Italy scene was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Where it was super white, like when
Yes.
they were on the boat, and the trees were all super
oh,
white.
they could see through the bottom of the river.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So nice.
Yeah.
So nice.
I had
That's what bumped it up for me right there. Like that set it at a minimum for me was
Yeah,
just
the
how
look-
beautiful
how it
it
looked.
was. You know how heavy I am about cinematography.
Oh, me
so
too.
Yeah. There was just and there was like,
It was a joy.
I'm sure there was
to
other
look at.
pointless scenes, but like, yeah, it could have been paced better. But there was
Yeah.
one scene that like I'm trying to remember. It was when they were moving the stumps,
Oh yeah.
and then the guy becomes like the overseer or whatever of it. It was just so odd because it never
He wasn't.
like you
the
don't know
overseer.
what they do.
He
Yeah.
wasn't technically. He was trying to be because he was like trying to. He was feeling.
Well, or
like he
whatever.
was-
She says that he becomes that because that's what she thinks.
because the Baron like said something.
Yeah,
To him.
but like that whole scene, which I remember it being pointless. Like nothing came from that, or didn't move forward in any way. At least that's what I'm remembering.
Yeah. I don't know.
Anyway, yeah, best scenes, the snowman scene, everything to do with the snowman.
That was awesome.
Love that.
Loved it.
The plague scene on its own, like the things that went into it. Again, it's something that like probably could have been taken out because I don't remember it. Well, it does some character stuff with the boy and the girl, but anyway, that whole scene was good, and then the resurrection scene, which I already talked about.
Yeah.
I like the scene where she's falling in the water,
Yeah.
and like it showed a drop of like the black drop of.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
pretty.
And then she dropped, and it was like.
It was pretty movie. It was so pretty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And
I
then,
love the scene of when he was melting away,
Yep.
and he was in that puddle, and he just
Oh,
starts
the-
slowly getting like sucked up, like turning dark.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm like, damn. I was thinking like how many. They would have had to try that like once.
Yeah.
Or how many times they have to film that? Because like to get that perfect, like it was like a sponge, and it just started like sucking up all the dark water when it was white. And I was like, that's really cool.
yeah,
It was.
yeah. Lots of good individual scenes, but again, it's just the whole connection of them is what.
That's fair.
they worked.
Which I think my score even for that is still fair.
Yeah,
Taking that into account.
we're close. We're gonna be close on it.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's look at. We gotta read this. Towards the end, the scene where he shoots
Oh, you
the
took
Jesus
notes?
statue. Yeah, like that was so weird. It did not make any sense.
But maybe it does.
He goes and shoots the statue, yeah, and then like he goes into the Baron's house, I think, and kills the other two people. But yeah, he like just goes crazy.
Yeah, because he wanted that chick to fall in love with him. So he
Yeah,
made a
I'm
cake
saying the
out
way
of
that scene-
shit. Sweat,
Just whatever my
Oh,
notes
yeah,
are.
yeah.
sweat, shit, and
The way that scene happened, weird. Didn't work.
I wouldn't say it didn't work.
You remember that scene?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yikes.
he started bleeding. That Jesus started bleeding.
Well, they show that like 3 or 4 times. I'm saying where he walks, the same guy that eats the soap. He walks in and shoots the statue, and then all of a sudden hard cuts to him being in the.
I think he's always been crazy though, because like he walked in eating soap.
Well,
and he made that cake out of sweat shit and something.
The love potion, yeah. He went to the witch.
That scene was funny.
Yeah, it was right after that scene because he gets denied and then he goes and shoots. Yeah, that was weird.
But anyway, what if there is some subtext that we just don't understand though?
Yeah, I mean,
what if there was like some big fight between like Christianity and the pagan gods of Estonians?
Well, that's the other thing that's literally my next thing is these peasants, the villagers that do the magic, are they worried about going to hell? Because they take, like, remember how they all spit out like the body of Christ?
Yeah.
They don't ever eat it. They're doing magic and meeting with the devil and stuff.
Yeah.
And then, but they're worried about the devil taking their soul.
Yeah.
They know the devil exists and they're worried about him taking their soul, but they're avoiding Christianity.
Yeah.
But they're also like avoiding the devil taking their soul. So it's just a weird.
But is that devil the same devil though?
I think, well, yeah. If the subtitles, it says put your name in the devil's book.
Yeah,
or whatever.
but what if that's just like a translation
I think he was a
thing
servant for the devil. Do you think he was the actual devil?
Yeah, no, he was the actual devil. But like the devil in Christianity doesn't give people souls for cats in exchange for their soul.
Yeah, maybe that's Estonian.
So
beliefs.
like,
but they still praise the same God. They still
do they though?
Jesus was on a cross, bleeding from his side.
But none of them seem really into it though. Like,
well, that's what I'm saying though. Is are they avoiding Christianity?
But I'm just saying, is that devil not the same as Satan? Like, for example, like Hades could be the devil, but because he's the king of the underworld,
that one could
god
be
of the underworld.
Totally explained by the mythology. I don't know.
Because I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I let a lot off the hook with story wise, just because like I just think I don't know enough about Estonian mythology and religion to say that there's something wrong with what was done.
Yeah, I just took it for what it was, fairy tale.
Yeah,
like. I think it was grouped. I thought it was going to be more horror centric than.
Oh, it's not horror at all.
No,
I
like
wouldn't say there's
like,
a single horror scene in the movie.
I was telling somebody to watch it. And they're like, "Oh, it's going to be scary." I was like, "I'll let you know." I saw them the next day, and I'm like,
I can't believe horror is a genre on IMDb for this.
I mean, if you look at the crats, they look scary, but it's not horror.
But they're actually funny. They're like
they are funny, yeah. Because they.
Well, only the first. I mean, yeah, they all look kind of creepy, but the first one is
really
because it's like a scythe and a skull.
Yeah,
but yeah.
But the next one, the one that he kept sitting on,
the
and,
bicycle
beating.
seat.
Yeah, he's like, "What are you gonna do?" And like pushes him. And like, how did they do those?
I don't know.
Were they CG? It's hard to tell. Like it looks
like
real.
Be CG.
It almost looks stop motion.
I don't know. They're weird. I don't know how they did it. Black and white hides a lot, but
puppetry. I mean, they could have been real objects with strings. I don't know.
They look like they could be.
Well,
right?
some of them move like
stop
that.
Motion.
Probably was either stop motion or CG.
Like there was a scene when the crowd opened the door and walked in, and I think it was pretty not choppy, but you could tell it was broken. And all the scenes that they were moving, the camera wasn't. It was always like, I think there was always stationary cameras whenever the crats were moving.
Trying to think.
Yeah, I can't think. I don't.
Like even when it was flying,
exactly, but
he like it didn't fall.
Well, yeah, that was.
It just like stayed in one spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a cool scene too. Like the crowd, because it was a real cow.
Yeah.
Like the cow was flying in the air.
Yeah.
How'd they do that?
I don't know. I can't imagine the budget was very big for this movie.
I looked it up.
It's an Estonian movie. Like
I looked it up. I don't even know if it said anything.
I couldn't find it at all. I couldn't find the budget information. So,
well, star ratings.
Yes.
Yeah, we're about all the same. Probably.
I gave it a 4.
I gave it a 4 as well.
3.5.
I was texting Jacob. I was like, I guarantee it was no higher than 3.5. I know.
No higher?
Yeah.
He
I
did.
said he's going to do a 3 or 3.5.
Oh.
I said, yeah, I can see that,
Well,
but
we
I
were
think
saying-
he's gonna like it though.
I said there's no way he's going to do higher score or even the
but
same.
I knew you'd like it though.
Oh yeah. No, I did like it a lot. Okay, what else? Who wants to go next? Is there anything else we all watched? We can.
Yeah, well, we watched
me and you.
Hunt for the Wilderpeople.
That's true. Just watched it today.
I watched it yesterday and earlier
You watched
this
it
week.
today?
Yeah,
Oh, really?
right here out in your living room.
I watched it last night.
Yeah, Hunt for the Wilderpeople was a rewatch, directed by Taika Waititi.
Yesterday was a rewatch for me.
Yeah. So Jacob's been on a
Taika
binge,
Waititi kick.
and I had some time to kill today and threw it on. So I remember liking it a lot, and yeah, I still like it a lot.
It's so good.
Nothing changed for me, but I
Yeah.
just remember how good it was because I really couldn't remember the movie that much. You know, besides
That's
the
the one with
basic
the
premise.
kids.
Yeah. So it has the kid from Deadpool
Deadpool 2.
2. Still
Yeah,
Deadpool though.
Terrible.
But like that's where I saw him first, and I didn't know. This is obviously where he
Right.
must have been found from, and I don't. How does Taika do it with all the like the child actors? Like, oh my god! Like,
Just a sense of humor. I
yeah,
don't know.
it's so good. Like this movie was so good. So I started this week by watching Boy, another Taika Waititi movie.
Yep, we can talk about that next.
Yeah, but which was pretty good. But you can tell, like I think there's 6 years in between those two. He found himself between that time. Like this was such a more perfected version of that. Like it was well shot. So many good like scenes that look great. The chemistry between the two main actors, the child actor and it's Uncle Hank, right? What was his name?
Sam Neill.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
Ricky Baker.
Hector.
And Ricky Baker.
Yep.
And the chemistry between those two, I don't know why this movie for some reason brought me up memories of The Road. You ever see that? Viggo Mortensen?
Think so. Oh, no.
Well, you need to fix that. Watch that movie. A really good movie too. But it's basically like, I don't know how he does it. It's like he makes New Zealand into this like kind of fantasy world, and it just like feels like this fairy tale almost that just works. And yeah, everyone should watch this movie.
Yeah, I liked it. Humor and everything was really good. I forgot how funny it was.
It's so funny even
Yeah.
from the start, like just
Yeah.
instantly funny.
And it's the New Zealand comedy too. That's the best. Like
It's so
just,
good.
Yeah. Pretty witty. I mean, it's
Sometimes
like
a little hard to understand, not gonna lie.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Subtitles,
Accent's
yeah.
a little strong, but
yeah.
God,
I mean,
it's good. It's so funny and it's so sad. So, what kept it from being a 5 to you? Like for me, it was how heavy it was on some of the drama parts of it. For me, like I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
like cool. Like it was just like too much sometimes for me. But like I get it, like it worked overall, like it worked, but I just felt like it's like okay, like it's too bad like at that point.
Yeah, for me, it's just like a little bit of pacing and part of like I always say, my ratings are always a mixture of how much I just personally liked it and then also trying to take into every
Bias.
technical aspect possible or that I, can rate it on. And yeah, I mean, I like it a lot, but it's just not like a love, like a perfect,
It's just
not a
something
perfect
that's
movie.
keeping it from there.
Yeah.
But like it's damn good.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few small things like if I was like writing them down, I could look back on it. I know I just watched it today, but they're so small that it's like just holds it back from being perfect. So
Yeah, well, like I look at it compared to like The Lighthouse or a Parasite. I'm like, no, it's not that.
yeah,
Like,
right, yeah,
It's not that. But it's so good. There's just something keeping it from that.
right.
But it's so close to that. Like, I mean, I watched it twice this week, so clearly I think it's good.
You watch it twice in one
Yep.
week? That's ridiculous. Wait, what? This
Hunt
movie?
for the Wilderpeople.
Oh my god.
I also watched Lighthouse for the 4th time. So
I could watch Lighthouse twice.
I think
in
I
one
could
week.
watch that almost every day. Like,
Jeez, I don't
it's-
know that.
I mean, I watched it 4 times already.
Yeah.
It's not old yet.
So Hunt for the Wilderpeople. So we both gave it a 4.5. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I love it.
I haven't seen
You
it.
want to go?
I mean, I can
Or do you
talk
have
about
anything?
Boy really quick since we're still talking about Taika Waititi.
Okay, we can do Boy. I mean, I've seen Boy too. It's been a little bit, but I remember it.
Boy came out in 2010. Was that his first movie?
No, he did. I think he did Eagle versus Shark first.
So I haven't seen that. I probably have to watch that now because
I think that's Taika.
now he's one of my favorite directors all of a sudden.
Yeah, Eagle versus Shark.
So,
First.
Boy, like, what's a synopsis on that? It's basically like,
I mean, it's just
In 1984, and Michael Jackson is king even in Waihao Bay, New Zealand. Here we meet a boy, an 11-year-old who lives on a farm with Gran, a goat, and his younger brother, Rocky. Shortly after Gran leaves for a week, Boy's father, Alamein, appears out of the blue, having imagined a heroic version of his father during absence. Boy comes face to face with the real version, an incompetent hoodlum who has returned to find a bag of money he buried years before.
yep,
This is where the goat enters.
that's pretty much all of it. So that's pretty much the whole movie.
That
Well-
was a synopsis of on
I know,
Letterboxd.
Yeah,
it's
that's-
pretty long, but
It's pretty much it.
I mean, it's just a coming of age story about a boy who, gets to spend time with his dad for the first time in his life.
I mean, everybody, like, when you're a young man, like, boy, you idolize your father, right? Like, they're a superhero, right? So that was how he saw it, even though he didn't know his dad. So he just made up all these stories, like,
yeah,
like, and then he meets him, and he still thinks, and that's the heartbreaking part, is like he thinks so highly of his father, but like this boy was living alone, taking care, like their mother died, which he hid for a while from his father, and he's like taking care of all the younger kids, he's doing all this stuff. Really, he's the hero, right? And then his father is just this, like I said, hoodlum, like gangster who is not really good at much anything.
yeah. I mean, he's just It's not like as obvious as that, like portraying him like to be like no one ever comes to a realization that he's basically raised himself or anything like that. It's not like Onward in that regard, but it's just about like facing that his dad is not who he thought he was, and I mean really just it. The other thing that why he thinks that like that he clings to his dad being such a good guy or like a hero in his mind is that like his surroundings, because like I mean they're all really poor, and he's got a like something to brag to the other kids about, like when his dad comes and he has that car, and he gets to hang out with his dad, and he that's something that he
everyone's
wants
like,
to show
so,
off.
yeah,
Because he kind of is like
nice car.
he's like a loser even among these other kids that are poor and living on an island. He's among the loser of those kids.
Yeah. I mean, the reason why this one just didn't work as well for me is it was just like, again, too heavy on like the sad parts of it. I'm like, wow, this is just like terrible. I'm like, it's too much at that point where it's like it's trying to make you feel bad, and like instead of like being like so heavy-handed and like pointing it to you, like it's like, hey, you should feel bad because this. Like,
I mean maybe that's in all of his movies, but
I feel like
it works.
I feel like it
for
was more
his tone.
subtle though, and like he was more subtle and like.
Well, he's also older. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah, I
saying.
think he's
Like
got more
I
experience
feel like
now.
in that 6 years he learned how to be better about what he was doing.
Yeah.
Like I don't feel like it was over the top in Hunt for the Wilderpeople, and I felt like it was over the top in Boy.
Yeah. Been a while since I've seen it, but the worst thing was the acting, because obviously all of these are
Nobody's.
they're New Zealand Aborigines basically acting for the first time. So it's impressive for what he got, but it also holds it back because like some of it's
Yeah.
pretty bad.
Yeah, it is.
But
It's covered up a little bit by their accent, so you can't understand what they're saying.
and it
anyway.
helps a lot. I mean, it helps be authentic in that aspect, and like the comedy works really good too. for
And the
that.
haka at the end of that.
Yeah.
The thriller haka.
Yeah. What do you think about I love all the fantasy sequences.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Michael Jackson is a very heavy theme.
Yeah.
Well, that's
because they're like stuck in time. They're like 10 years behind the
1984.
rest of the world.
Yeah.
They
But
say that. I think they
mean-
say that in there. They get everything like 5 years later than everybody else.
Yeah. I still really liked it though. And actually, I don't.
You gave it a 4.
You gave it a 4.
You guys
Yeah,
both
did.
that was
yeah.
the same thing I did.
Still, obviously, I
Which was a
thought
while
it was
ago,
really
but-
good. So just
Yep.
not quite at the level of Hunt for the Wilderpeople.
No,
The,
yeah, but close. I mean, 4.
It was
4.5.
pretty close.
There
yeah.
you go.
The boy that's in.
Like I
Hunt-
said, it was pretty close. It just felt a little heavier and like less deft. Like he wasn't.
Yeah.
He didn't have. He learned more between that time.
The boy from Hunt of the Wilderpeople is going to be in that Kong versus Godzilla 2.
But I will say, I
God.
think I liked both better than Jojo Rabbit. So
I haven't
Well,
seen
it'd be
it.
close. I mean, they're both Boy and Jojo Rabbit are both 4. So
yeah. But I think I enjoyed. I don't know. Boy and Jojo Rabbit are very close, but like Hunt for Wilderpeople definitely was better. Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely was better.
Do you have anything?
That I've watched.
Yeah.
I have to look. I can't remember.
Oh God.
Well,
we have
I
one more.
I rewatched Batman Begins because I want to watch the whole trilogy again.
But I kind of
That's
want.
something that we want to do.
Yeah, if we want to do that
You
though,
can save it.
yeah, because I'll watch it again. Now it's my light
I
week,
just
so I
bought
can
the
watch a crap
trilogy.
ton.
Yeah, and I can.
I'll watch.
binge
I
it
mean,
anytime.
I'd be elated to watch Dark Knight again. It's been a while.
I want to see. Yeah, I want to see all of them again. Okay, we could save it.
I haven't seen. I only saw Batman Begins once.
Oh,
Really?
really?
Yeah,
Oh,
when
I've
it
seen it,
first
like-
came out. So I don't
I've seen it
remember.
probably 4 or 5
Wow.
times.
I honestly remember nothing. from
Yeah.
it. I remember Liam Neeson's in it, right?
Yeah.
That's all I remember.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah. I honestly don't remember a single thing from it. So
Right.
I'm excited to watch it.
Anything else besides that?
No.
Nope. Jacob,
Nothing.
no, you have something a lot.
Well, I also for some reason, got on a really old school kick here.
I'll just kick in. I'll just start whenever we. I only watched one more thing, and you watched it, so I'll wait till you. Go ahead.
I'll start with a 98-year-old movie that I just watched.
Yeah.
Nosferatu.
Nosferatu.
It's been on my list forever.
Oh, you haven't watched it?
I have not seen it. It's been on my
Oh,
list
this
forever.
is actually my second time seeing it, but I didn't remember it from the first time I watched
Old
it.
movies like that are hard for me to watch.
So this was by F.W.
Mouth breather.
Murnau, or Murnau, a director who's considered one of the best ever, basically, and died young, pretty young, so didn't get a long career. So Nosferatu, if you didn't know, was actually a hugely controversial movie when it came out. So it was based with quotations there on Dracula by
Yep.
wow, who did Bram
Stoker.
Stoker. Oh my God,
Bram Stoker.
Bram Stoker. So it was based on that, but he gave no credit to him. So Nosferatu was like actually banned for like 70 years or something like that. And every copy was found and burned except
Jeez.
for a few. They didn't get every copy, which is why it still exists that you can watch today. But there's a bunch of different versions that are not the real one. The real one is the one I watched, which is on Canopy. It's tinted, has the original music and everything. But there's a lot of fake ones too, where they different music or it's different coloring or whatever. And that's just because they actually tried to burn every copy because of how controversial it was, because he stole the story from Dracula. So this movie comes out, I mean, if anybody's watched SpongeBob, they probably seen Nosferatu in it.
Yeah.
In an episode. So for me, I almost didn't want to put any ratings on these old movies I watched because like
Why?
I feel like I'm biased in one way. Like you just want to give it like, 5 stars.
That's a sickness that's called classitosis.
Exactly, because they
Can't do that.
like, and I didn't do that. But I still felt like I rated it a little bit higher than I would. Like if it came out today, it would not get that. It would not get the score I gave it. It wouldn't.
Yeah. So
but I also have to take into account that it came out at a time in the 20s. Like
Right.
some of the stuff they did in that, I'm like, wow, that like the individual scenes, there was great framing. There was like some, I'm like, wow, like how do people mess this up today? And like they were doing that in the 20s. And then like, But then I look back, I'm like, well, the writing is not good. Like acting, obviously. I mean, Nosferatu was awesome, but like everything else wasn't like good.
Yeah.
Per se, like the quality looks horrid. Obviously, it came out in the 20s, so it's like, how do I rate this then? Really, like,
It's tough.
yeah.
Go with your gut.
Which I did, which I gave it pretty good scores, but lower than I think most people would give it.
Nope. You gave it higher than
Really?
3.9 letterbox.
It's pretty
So
good.
slightly
though.
higher.
Yeah, but what are the averages there? Like it's probably like giant bars on
It's
like
very-
5s and 3s or something. Like,
No, I think it was pretty.
well, I will say like some of the stuff they
No, it's a good
did,
bell.
like,
It's a good curve.
well, it was definitely good. Even today, I thought it was good.
Yeah.
98 years after it came out. Almost 100 years old. Like,
Yeah, 2 years.
Yeah, that's crazy.
1922.
that's insane.
I know it's been on my list forever. I need to get to it.
It's on Canopy.
So I guess I won't. I don't want. Can I spoil a movie that's 98 years old though? Like, but it's pretty basic story. Honestly, it's a love story between two people, and then Nosferatu's basically Dracula, and it's. I mean, I heard a lot. This was one of the first horror movies ever made, which why it was sit well with me, being my favorite genre. And I guess it was also one of the first movies that, or maybe the first movie that had light hurting vampires, basically, and which is something that's been followed since, except Twilight, making them glisten. But yeah, it was definitely deserves all the praise it gets.
Yeah.
I can't imagine the difficulty they would have had making this movie. Yeah, I can't imagine. like
Yeah, we can film with our phones better than that.
thinking about editing alone. Like, and they even did things so
I
that
gotta cut it and
so there was the servant of Nosferatu was the one who picked up the main character Hutter, and it was so they had to have Hutter stand still for this scene, which is pretty obvious. But they
This is
sped.
a silent film, is it?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a silent film. So, but like they sped up the reel, so the horse and buggy that the servant was in moved unnaturally fast, and it looked weird. But you could see how they did it because Hutter stood like perfectly still during the entire scene. So they just literally sped up it. But they did that, like that was in there. One scene they used the negative, it looked like, of the film to play it, so it gave it this really weird, opposite contrasty look, which was creepy. I mean, obviously not really by today, but still, like they did that in the 20s, like, so it was cool. Like it was very imaginative. It was very well done.
best thing to do, like you said, if you have trouble rating it, is to watch other movies at that time to see where it stacks up. Like,
Which I didn't.
Yeah.
I watched a movie from the 50s next,
Yeah.
which is still 30 years later, like 3
Yeah.
decades of experience, and very different.
35 years.
Yeah, very different looking too. Like,
Yeah.
much better. Like,
So
quality. Yeah, 30 years is a long time. So I need to watch more from the 20s, and maybe I can get a better representation of
Yeah.
putting myself
I think the
in the
next year
audience of
wasn't
that time.
28. Would you say it was 27 or 22?
22.
It'll be 2 years.
Oh, maybe it was 28. What year did the Cabinet of Dr. Caligari come out? That was a horror movie.
Don't know.
That was like in the 20s. Anyway, what's your next one? What'd you give Nosferatu? You didn't say.
I give it a 4, I believe.
All right. What you got next?
1920.
Oh, so
Oh.
it was 2 years prior. Okay.
Prior.
Well,
that
I need
was
to
the
watch
first
it
horror
then.
movie then.
Yeah, it wasn't the first, but it was one of the first.
Yeah.
The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari.
Yeah, Caligari.
I'll have
There,
to watch
that's it.
that.
Yep. That's on Prime, I'm pretty sure.
I'll add it to the watch list now. What is it? What is it?
The Cabin of
The Cabinet.
Cabinet of Dr.
Cabinet.
Caligari. Just
Caligari.
type in, yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, it'll pop right up.
Right.
Keep rolling. I watched one of them. I think it's the next one.
So the next one I watched was Seventh Seal, which was very timely, actually, because the main actor, one of the
Yep.
main actors, just died.
Yep. So, yeah, if you see our post, Max von Sydow passed away. I think think it was 92 or something like that. Yeah, so Seven Seal, I finished watching this finally. I watched half of it. It was really late at night, and I fell asleep. So, finished the other half finally. Seven Seal, 1957, considered a classic amongst
Deserves
most.
that. Yeah.
So, what do you think of the Seven Seal?
So this one was better in my opinion than Nosferatu. It was, I mean, I wouldn't say better, I guess, but it was definitely more modern. I felt like it wasn't as hard to watch. Basically, I mean, there was talking in it. It was,
Yeah.
I mean, it's black and white on films, and it was clear, so it still looks fine. Now, and I mean, the story was pretty interesting but simple. Honestly, it wasn't too crazy for me or anything. But
I didn't like this. I didn't like the jumping around and the structure of this. Also, like how it was strung together. I don't know. I definitely need to rewatch it again in one sitting, fully awake. But something about it just I didn't like very much. But I also like it a lot for what it was saying at the time.
Yes.
For 1957, the things that this movie brings up is crazy.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like totally rejecting God.
Yes.
Life amounts to nothing.
That's why it got that higher score for me. It was just
Yeah.
like the themes. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Like I would never have expected this kind of these kind of controversial topics in such an old movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was.
I mean, being
literally.
foreign probably helps. I mean, they're ahead of us, like
Right.
religiously and
By
politically, like
at
every.
least it looks like 70 years
Yeah.
almost. But
So-
like seriously, he was, because his entire purpose, like he was playing. So the main character, he was playing chess against death.
Right.
And
I thought that was the whole movie, like at
Yeah.
one point, and then I didn't realize like they just keep picking up and moving the game like to a bunch of different
Yeah.
places.
So that was in order to prolong his death, basically, before he went to hell or wherever he was going. And he basically wanted to win. The whole reasoning behind this was so he could really find out about God, I guess.
Right.
No, does he exist?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, wow, that is so good.
But that's what I wish. I loved all the scenes with Max von Sydow, having this existential crisis, and all of the scenes he comes into contact with like a girl that's gonna be burned at the stake because they think she's a witch, and then I love that scene, just like how she she says oh yeah, he's with me all the time, and you think that
the devil.
Yeah, the devil's with her all the time. You think that she's just saying that because everyone else is basically forced it upon her, yeah, you're gonna get burned because of that, so she's just going along with it. But he doesn't, he's trying to figure out if God is real or not, and actually trying to take her seriously. And
Plus he already knows death, right? He
Right.
knows him personally, and he knows he's not going to help her, and she just knows that he will, and he doesn't.
But yeah, anything with him I liked. It was when they got off track, with the acting troupe and stuff. And I understand how they need those plot lines to come together at the end or whatever, but I didn't like all of that stuff with them.
Yeah,
I didn't
I
feel
agree.
like their story matched with the story that they were
It
trying to tell
wasn't
with
as good, right?
Max von Sydow, right?
But I still didn't think it hurt it so much for me, just because that ended up being part of his story, I guess. It really
That's what I'm saying
changed
is it comes
because he ended up not even caring about the answer, right? But he just
Right.
cared about these people, right?
Yeah.
So, and their
yeah, at the
journey
end. But that's and that's where some of it
falls off.
even it's old, but it's not that old. 57 isn't that
No.
old. For you think some of the stuff, just how some of the scenes play out, and there's what's the scene where he yells but there's no sound. It's really quick cuts,
Yeah.
they're working within their limitations, but it just looked bad. Certain things like that I could pick out. What was the other
Still,
thing we were talking about?
again, this is another one. I'm can I even put a rating on this? I guess
Yeah.
my problem is I haven't watched that many old movies like that, so I
Right.
don't have a frame of reference. Based like now, I know what I like. I know based on what's good and bad modern day times. But
Yeah.
from those times, like for me, I'm like, okay, I guess I always want to rate them higher just because I like. Oh yeah, like. I think like Star Wars, you know, New Hope type thing. The amount of stuff they had to do just to get that stuff to work was insane. And for me, it's like that was the 70s, 80s, like so the stuff they must have had to do in the 50s or 20s to get that stuff to work. Like,
But some of that stuff you can hold up to a frame of reference from today. Like, look how good this looks. Like, look how good, except for some scenes, the original Alien looks. Because it's all practical and everything. Like, you can put it against movies from today and be like, because it looks so good, I think
Jurassic
that's...
Park.
Yeah, Jurassic Park, Alien, Star Wars. Those all
honestly, yeah,
still
A New
look really
Hope
good.
holds up
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
And that's came out in the late 70s, right?
Yeah.
76, I want to say.
So, some of them, when it comes
That's
to that
50
stuff, you
years
can
old.
hold it up, you can compare it. But, like, yeah, you need to go back and watch, I guess, more older movies. And
Yeah, I just need to see more from that time, and then
Yeah.
maybe it'll drop the
I mean, I
score
want to
from-
watch, I want to see all of Ingmar Bergman's films.
because
And
maybe it could drop the score for me, right?
people
I'm
hold
like,
this
okay,
up, though,
really,
so high. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know why. Like I said, I like all the stuff that's like existential crisis and Max von Sydow, but outside of that, just not much worked. You know, I mean, I liked some of the writing. Like, I thought it was actually pretty funny, darkly funny.
Yeah, it was.
But yeah, I just the whole structure and pacing and everything kind of brought it down. Also,
You're right.
because there's a lot of people that they try to focus on when I wish
Yeah.
it would have been focused on Max von Sydow and the other characters still having roles, but they jump back and forth too much. I feel like, again, I need to rewatch it.
Yeah.
I had to watch it in 2 sittings.
I
but
just need to watch more things
3.
from that
2.5.
from that era, so I can like see if it really is a masterpiece. Maybe I'm low, maybe I'm high, like, but I don't know.
I think you're higher than me.
Yeah,
You said.
I
Go
give
ahead.
it 4. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm holding off on rating it right now, but my guess would be between like a 3 and a 3.5.
which is completely fair. Like for me,
Yeah.
like I said, I almost wish I didn't even rate these. I just put, watched.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I'm not confident in what I gave them.
Yeah.
Either one.
Yeah, you can always hold off or make a
Yeah.
note of it or whatever. And then
Honestly, if I
watch more
rewatch them,
movies, rewatch them
yeah,
again.
if I watch other movies from that time and rewatch
Yeah.
it, then it could drop it a lot for me, honestly. Because if I wanted to say like, is it on the same level as like Boy, which I also gave a 4? I don't think so.
Yeah.
But is it really fair comparing a movie from 2010 to a movie from 1922?
Right.
It's like impossible to put myself in that mindset without, I guess, seeing more from the era.
Yeah. Well, we might be able to do that in the coming weeks because
Because there's not going to be any new movies.
no movies are coming out. Do you? Oh yeah, you still have more stuff, so keep going. That's
So-
all. I'm tapped out now.
I watched
You don't have to.
a movie called Beyond the Lights. Not going to go too far into this one.
Okay, yeah, I saw.
Have you seen what's that? Crap, what's the movie with Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga?
Stars
You
Born.
love that.
Stars Born. If you like A Star Is Born, I think it was like that. It was basically like that story.
Stars Born is dope.
Except you'll probably like it. You should watch it then. Yeah, I recommend it then. Like, it was well shot. It had some cool ideas. Like, it started out dark in the beginning and got lighter versus like, I felt like A Star Is Born like ended darker kind of than it started.
Oh, way darker.
Yeah, so I feel like it's just like kind of flipped in that way. But yeah, I don't know. It's just not my type of movie. But I think I could see how other people could give it higher scores.
Why did you watch this?
Okay, so I was like looking for stuff to watch, so I'm just like, let me look up a list. Best movies that are on Canopy right now. And this was on that list.
That was on the list?
That was on the list.
Of all the movies on Canopy.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how old this list was either. I don't remember.
Yikes. Okay.
But that was on the list, and they're like, this is like better than Star Is Born. So I'm like, well, let me see. And I don't think it was, but it
Pretty
is
highly
older
rated,
too.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm
73?
saying. Yeah, it has great reviews. Like, but I don't know. It's just not my type of movie, really. I think it could be. I could understand people giving it a higher score.
Yeah. Fair enough.
It could be deserving of that. Just
All right.
not my cup of tea.
Stars Born got an 88.
Would you give it?
I gave it a 2.5.
Okie dokie.
So right in the middle there, meh. I wouldn't watch it again and have no want.
3.5.
2.5.
Oh,
I never want to watch it again. But like,
Yeah, I could see.
it wasn't like
Not gonna get anything
bad.
else from watching
Yeah,
Young Lights.
no, it's a once watch movie.
All right.
And then I also watched I Am Not a Witch.
Also on Canopy.
So I don't know if I want to like. I know all of the ones I watched were on Canopy,
Yeah.
but I don't know if I want to talk about.
I told
this
you
one.
Canopy's dope.
It is.
Like when we first
I
started,
wish I would have.
Canopy's
I wish
dope.
I would have known about it.
It's so good.
But I don't
Their
know if I
catalog is
want
amazing.
if I want to talk about this one or if I want you guys to watch this one.
It's short. I mean, I could definitely. It was on my list, but with all the shit you were watching, I was trying to catch up.
Because like, oh man, was this another beautiful movie? There's so many scenes in this. I'm just like, wow.
I mean, I will watch it. I don't know if Josh will.
I'll watch it.
Okay, so maybe I can save that one. I'll
What
rewatch it
is
when
the
you guys watch
what's
it
the
though
genre?
because I won't remember it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a
Drama,
drama.
I think.
Yeah, it's a drama. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's very sad. It's funny too.
Okay.
It has funny parts, but it's not happy.
All right. Anything else besides that, or else?
I rewatched The Lighthouse. So The Lighthouse is this movie by I'm kidding.
Lighthouse, most talked about movie on this podcast.
Well, we had to get it over Dave Made a Maze now. So.
Yeah.
Well, we just brought it up again.
Damn it, Dave.
No, that was it.
Yeah, Dave Maze was better than The Hunt.
Yeah.
Then
The Hunt. Yeah,
Oh, God.
Way
no.
better.
it was better.
No. Anything else?
No, that's all I watched.
All right, great.
That is it, guys.
We did say for episode 10 we were going to try to do something special. We didn't stream it. We didn't get a guest,
We got a guest right here.
Layla. So, what we're going to do is we're going to play Pass Popcorn live. Basically, you get clues as to a movie, and you have to guess the movie. We'll just play.
I'm definitely.
You
gonna
can pick
win.
up. You can pick up on it as we go.
Yeah.
Are we ready?
Sure.
All right, Josh still left
So,
me.
big quote.
Well, hold on. It's a 2005 fantasy.
Oh, you tell me what.
Yeah. Now you can choose.
Already know the answer.
So quote.
All right, quote. The quote is, "It's clobbering time."
It's clobbering time. Hulk. Incredible Hulk.
You're dumb. That's not it.
It's oh, can I guess?
That's what I'm wondering is he chose quote first, but if I read another clue,
Well, I don't
do you
have
get
quote, yeah.
that one? That's the question. The reader reads the clue almost first starts reading any player. Then they may guess can be made even 3 years after reading the clue. Yeah, there are 2 restrictions. If no player guesses within with the chosen clue, the player to the left of the last chooser picks the next clue to use, and so on and so forth.
So I have to pick the next clue.
Right. So I think you can choose one of
Alright.
yours and then
Well,
turn it over.
I'm gonna choose
I think you can. Yeah. Player to the left chooses
characters
it.
then.
All right. Reed Richards, Victor Von Doom.
Yep, it's Fantastic Four.
That's correct.
You're thinking the thing says it's clobbering
Oh,
time. Yeah.
Yeah, you said Hulk. Oh yeah, Hulk. Yeah. All right, you got it now.
So fucking bad.
It was.
Josh.
Okay.
Oops,
But
shouldn't
I
have set
am
that on the table.
leading. Strong lead. It's gonna be huge.
All right.
And you get to pick.
Oh, I only have story left, so
Okay.
Damn it.
2007 drama.
Easy. Got it.
all right, story.
Okay. That's the red one.
That's all I have.
A
yeah.
law firm fixer is set up and then seeks revenge.
Hey, can you repeat that?
A law firm fixer is set up and then seeks revenge.
I have no idea.
I've never even heard of this movie. So.
All right, Kyle. That's all
You've
you.
never heard of it?
I don't even have a
No.
guess.
Oh shit.
The
But
Departed.
of course, this is 2007.
You can only guess once. Remember.
Well, oh, so like it
If
will
I-
come back around.
Yes,
to me, though?
if you get more clues. Yes.
Oh, well, I'm not gonna get it anyway. But
Okay.
I doubt
Well,
it.
I'm gonna choose characters then.
Characters: Arthur Edens, Karen Crowder,
Nope.
Arthur Edens.
Pick another clue.
all I have is
He only
story.
has
though.
story.
There's 2 more. You can choose stars, or you can choose. I would choose story if I were you, because then you get it. But
I'm gonna choose. Well,
Oh, you already
we
read
did
story.
story. Yeah. So I quote.
I'm not the guy you kill. I'm the guy you buy. If you guys get this, I'd be
I
surprised.
have honestly
the
no
guy
idea.
you kill, I'm the guy you buy.
Go ahead, Kyle.
Collateral.
No. You guessed already?
Yeah, I said The Departed.
Michael Clayton?
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen it.
I know. I've never
Clooney,
seen it.
Tilda
Yeah, it's
Swinton.
George Clooney. Dang, if I would have got stars, shouldn't have
That's why I
guessed.
didn't pick stars. Yeah.
Okay, wait. What if characters and quote are both revealed? Which one do I turn down?
Well, you didn't get it right, so you don't turn down anything.
I know, but what if characters were revealed and quote was revealed at
I think
one
it's
point?
only the one you chose at that time.
Yeah.
That's why you want to choose what you have so you can flip.
So
it.
if you chose quote like you just did and you got it right, you wouldn't turn story down.
I chose quote so that I could deny you from choosing quote on your turn.
Exactly, and then you wouldn't have.
I
If you
wouldn't
got
have
it right,
gotten
you wouldn't have
anything,
been
but
able to turn it down.
I blocked you from
Okay,
getting quote.
the rules in this are very unclear. We need more. I need to look.
I thought I was doing a strategy there.
I need
That's
to
why
do
picked-
some online
'cause you
digging.
have quote, so I'm like, well, if I pick quote, then
Yeah.
you can't guess that.
Yeah.
In your next turn.
There's a way to score this differently that we're just
So,
not figuring out.
Now I draw a card.
Yeah. And then Kyle gets.
We need to make up our own rules for this.
Yeah.
Easier way.
All right. It is a 1994 comedy.
Ooh.
Easy characters. I got it.
Charles, Duckface, and Fiona.
Charles.
Duckface and Fiona.
Is it Charles Duckface or is it Charles?
No,
matter.
Charles,
Uh huh.
comma,
Duckface.
Duckface, comma, Fiona.
1994.
1994 comedy.
No, I have no.
I'm gonna hold off because I don't know it. I only get one guess. So.
All right.
Quote. Josh.
What would you like to choose?
Quote.
Quote. Why am I always at weddings and never actually getting married?
Skip.
Why am I always at weddings and never actually getting married?
Yeah.
I have a guess.
Weddings.
I want. Well, if I choose stars though, then I can't turn any of my things down. So I
Yeah,
should
so
might as well
just-
guess then. Okay. The Wedding Singer came out later than that, but The Wedding
That was
Singer.
way.
No.
That was, Wedding Singer was like 2000s. 94
I said
comedy.
later. I was like,
94.
guess. Jeez.
But yeah, so I can't. You already did the quote, so it doesn't matter what I.
You can choose whatever you want, though.
Yeah,
but it won't matter.
But
Yeah.
it won't matter because he can't.
Yeah.
No, quote was the last thing read.
Yeah. So
You could choose to reveal one, or I would just guess.
you could choose quote again, but it's the same thing. So
Thanks for that. Make a guess.
Just-
Goonies.
yeah. That's 80s though.
Yeah.
I just said guess.
4 weddings and a funeral.
Damn, never seen it.
Never heard of
Never
it.
heard of her.
Never heard of her. My turn. I'll put that in the back.
I don't know which side is the back.
Pass popcorn is the front.
Okay.
The logo's always in the front.
Ready?
Yeah.
Quote.
Great start.
1985 comedy.
God.
Shit. I know you've never seen this. I don't think you have either.
Quote.
Great start.
If you shoot me, you're liable to lose a lot of those humanitarian awards.
This is a great game, guys.
Yeah.
You're only going to get it maybe based off of the story and the stars.
1984.
5.
Or 85.
Not that it
Oh,
matters.
I'm not-
1985 comedy.
Like the bowling for soups.
You have a story, so if you're not going to guess, then let's read
yeah,
the story.
skip.
A reporter who is a master of disguise is offered $50,000 to kill a rich businessman by the businessman himself.
I don't know.
Doesn't matter. You know everything else.
Yeah.
Stars, Chevy Chase, Gina Davis. Any guesses?
Any lampoons?
Groundhog Day.
Fletch. I know you've never seen it, but I didn't
If
think
it's
you had
like
either.
Do you seen it?
No, but that's why I said it. Only if I was read the story in stars,
I'm
maybe I could
terrible
have guessed it, but
at this.
I've never seen it.
I'm
Oh
surprised
my
in my head
God.
right now.
You're winning, so calm down.
All right.
He said, "Oh my god," because it's easy, right?
No.
Damn it.
1977 comedy.
Oh, I
What the
got
hell?
this.
Monty
All
Python. No, okay. Story. That's all I have. So
A neurotic New York comedian falls in love with a flaky girl from the Midwest.
right. Neurotic New York comedian.
pass.
Oh,
No, you got to pick.
yeah. I don't know the characters' names though. Let's go with quote.
La-di-da, la-di-da.
Read the story one more time.
A neurotic New York comedian falls in love with a flaky girl from the Midwest.
Manhattan.
No.
Damn it.
Dude, you gonna guess?
I
I guess. Yeah, you.
have no idea.
What was it?
Annie Hall.
Oh, I knew it was a Woody Allen movie.
It is Woody Allen.
Well, that's like
Diane
all his
Keaton.
movies.
I know. It's
They all are the
Diane
same.
Keaton.
Yep. Damn it. That's what I was thinking of when I said Manhattan.
Yeah, I just read it.
All right, this is we might get something here. It's a 2009 drama.
Ooh.
Easy.
Oh,
I'm to the left. I choose characters.
this is gonna be. I think this is an easy one.
Good. Give them to me.
He gets fucking characters.
You might, maybe not. MNU agent Wilkes Van der Merwe. Alien Christopher Johnson.
Oh, District 9.
Yep. Yeah. I knew that would be
Got him.
an easy one.
Garden.
What was the quote for that?
When dealing with aliens, try to be polite but firm, and always remember that a smile is cheaper than a bullet.
Wow, I would not have got that. If I would have guessed quote.
Were you looking at the other ones?
Story. A bureaucrat is put in charge of resettling marooned aliens to a new camp further from town.
I would
Easy.
have got that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have gotten.
Neil Blomkamp.
Yeah, it didn't have
He hasn't done anything
to
in a while, I feel like.
Nope.
Since Elysium.
And the props
No, he
in
doesn't
that
have that.
were the props he made the awesome Halo shorts for the
Those
commercials.
were dope.
Easy. 2009 sci-fi. Not that you have a choice,
I
but
know. Quote.
It's like 2001: A Space Odyssey.
this is why we're here, because this little gray rock sells for $20 million a kilo.
Oh my god. It's what year?
2009
What
sci-fi
this gray rock
sells for $20 million a kilo.
Got nothing.
Story.
A paraplegic war veteran learns the ways of
Avatar.
the Na'vi. All right.
And
Yeah,
I
cool.
won the round. Boom.
Now we get. Do we get?
I get an extra one, yeah. But we all have to reflip ours back over though, right?
Yeah. And draw.
Thank God.
Okay, we got how it is now. We can kind of speed it up, I think.
Wait,
Ready? Draw two more.
2 more?
Two different ones.
Oh.
Put yours in.
I thought you just add one more and you still have to get all 3 again.
Yeah, we do. We have
But-
to start over too, because that's a full round. When the round is over, you
Oh,
don't get to just.
I just redraw 3 new ones? I thought I just said 1 new one.
You have to redraw 3 now instead of 2.
I thought it said
You basically are
draw
just
1
doing the
more
whole-
though.
I will read it for you.
Which I thought I just added 1, but now I have to do story character again. The only time
The
you
last
get to
clue
change
read with story, you must turn down a story tile. Okay,
Yeah.
there we go. For once all the clues have been used or a player has guessed correctly, the reader returns the movie card to the box. So the movie is just facing the box, and the reader passes the box. Okay, object. The first player to turn down all of his or her tiles wins that round and starts the next round with 1 more tile.
1 more. Oh.
1 more tile.
So do I draw 3 more?
Yes.
3 total?
Yes.
You don't draw new tiles every time, though, do you?
Yeah, because otherwise you would have story and characters the whole time.
That's what I thought.
should be
I just
random.
remember because the trading mechanic.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
Why would you start with
Because I can trade mine.
the same ones?
But we'll do different.
It's.
We can
I
do
think
different.
I think every round is like a hard reset. You do a hard reset every round. Get characters again.
All right.
Oh, I just read that one. You're up,
Oh no,
buddy.
I'm not doing that again.
All right. So what terrible movie do you guys have to
You don't
watch
get
now?
to, you don't get a choice. You can trade.
I'm not doing double quote again.
That's your problem. Draw better.
I got double characters.
Can't. You don't get to pick till you get what you want.
I did twice. I did 1 reset because he did.
I didn't do it. Reset.
All right, whatever. Read them.
Oh, me. Yeah.
I kept the 1 character and changed the other 2 because I was supposed to
All
change
right.
it.
Oh, this is the easy one.
Great.
Okay. Jacob. 1998 comedy.
Oh, character.
Oh my God, this is gonna give it away. The Dude, Walter Sobchak, Donnie.
The Big Lebowski.
Yep.
Damn it.
Boom. Look at me.
Throw me some
Look at-
softballs.
Look at me, guys.
Here you go.
Literally District 9. I had the quote.
I got it off of
Oh
characters.
my god.
Easy.
Hard?
No.
Easy?
So easy.
Yeah, he's gonna get it. I'm gonna
You
get
are.
fucking-
If you don't get this, you're dumb. But maybe. Yeah.
Quote.
Kyle, was you supposed to
This
have
is
three?
a 2001 fantasy.
3 or 2.
You didn't win the round, you idiot, so you only need 2.
That's what I asked you, and you said 3.
No, I get 3.
I'm talking to him.
Yeah. So a 2001 fantasy movie.
Whoops.
God.
And you said what?
Quote.
Quote. Even the smallest person can change the course of the future.
What was the year?
2001.
Kyle?
Genre?
Fantasy.
Even the smallest person can...
Change the course of the future.
2001? Oh, he said it was really easy.
Mm-hmm. Maybe not.
Well,
it would be
quote's
easy for
probably the
me.
hardest.
Fantasy and sci-fi is my favorite. So,
Even
and,
the
well, I
s-
mean, was my favorite. Horror is also there. Second favorite.
I don't want to... Well,
You can skip. What do you?
I know. Okay, let's move it along.
All
Can't
right.
be here all
We'll
day.
do-
You lost this round.
Let's see, stories or characters?
Doesn't matter.
I'll do story.
All right. A defeated warlord sends his minions to recover a magic ring that is the source of his power.
Really?
Yeah.
Say it again. I think I'm overthinking it.
A defeated warlord sends his minions to recover a magic ring that is the source of his power.
Is that Fellowship of the Ring? Is it Lord of the Rings?
Is that your answer?
Which one?
Fellowship.
Just, yeah, but Lord of the Rings, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't even that specific. It just says Lord of the Rings.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's
Oh.
Fellowship.
Yeah, it's Lord of the
That
Rings.
came out in 2001.
Yeah,
Even the
Fellowship of the
smallest
Ring.
person can change the
Yeah.
course of the future. A
Gandalf
2001
says it.
fantasy
Gandalf says it.
to,
To
Frodo.
Good
I've
for
seen those
you.
movies
That's why
like
you guys are
100
winning.
times,
too,
though,
yeah.
so
Put the card in the back.
Finally, I get a softball.
Kyle's
Jeez.
losing.
I can't even win this one.
You
Here we
got
go.
one.
What do you want?
Characters.
The Scarecrow, Ra's al Ghul.
Really?
Oh my
2005
god.
action.
Oh my god.
God.
Batman Begins?
Could this be any easier? You literally just
Wow.
watched
I just watched it. You
Might as
say,
well keep
how'd you pronounce it?
Raj Al Ghul.
It's supposed to be,
Oh,
Ra's
Ra's al Ghul.
Ra's al Ghul.
That's what I
Is
said,
it?
Ra's al Ghul.
I always
He says Ra's al Ghul in the movie, but it's actually
Ra's Al Ghul.
No, you're Batman.
All right,
Well,
that's
I'm
another
it
round,
was
though.
about that movie, so.
This fucking
Oh, you got 2?
Yeah.
That
Gosh,
round?
just- yeah.
2 back to back.
Damn.
Draw.
Shit. I didn't even get a chance. I was 1 for 1.
Two quotes. You gotta trade if you don't like it. You can't.
I can trade with who, though? The person.
Anybody, I think.
And I trade all of mine and just take all of theirs?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I
No,
think it's
'cause you
all.
can't.
I think it's all.
Says any 2
Any 2?
or something, doesn't it?
I don't know.
It did say that. Swap one of his or her game tiles with another player.
Any player?
In this case, the player chooses which 2 face-up tiles to swap. When it says 2, it means which 2.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
one for
theirs
one
and their.
means
We got a
two.
bunch of bunch of softballs in a row.
How do you know when they're in a row? You looking at the answers?
No,
Oh.
I just
Well,
I got 2 in a row.
I'll
that were
start
easy.
with
got
story. You didn't even say what genre it was.
2008 drama. You didn't let me finish.
Nope.
An angry Korean war vet befriends a teenage neighbor who tried stealing his car.
Gran Torino.
That was my guess.
Doesn't matter. You said story. If I have story, I can answer it.
Oh, at the same time?
Yeah.
I didn't know
It's
that.
open to anybody. Like if we all have quote. Well, I guess besides the reader, but yeah.
So now the only way you would do it is if you did quote now because.
Right.
I see.
Oh yeah,
But you have
Gran
to read
Torino.
now.
Duh.
Well, damn. I knew that.
Quick round the draw.
I forgot that.
Jacob.
Read them. And I'm gonna guess cast. So just read the cast.
A 2008 drama.
Starring
Sean Penn and Emily Hirsch.
Emil Hirsch.
Emil Hirsch.
In 2008,
Yeah.
Sean Penn.
Mm-hmm.
Was he in that?
Would you pick cast? You said.
He directed it.
Yeah.
Into the Wild.
Nope.
Dang it.
All right, I'm gonna do story.
A human rights activist campaigns to become California's first openly gay elected
Oh.
official. Yep. Now you would have got it.
Yeah.
But you can't.
Should've-
No.
Yeah, I forget.
I don't know if he knows it though.
I do, but I can't think of the name.
I can't guess cast, though.
No.
No, you can't.
You already
guess
get-
now.
you get one guess
You get one
around.
guess.
Once it gets back to me,
Sean Penn.
I'll tell you what it
Emil
is.
Hirsch.
Yep. I didn't know Emil Hirsch was in it. Maybe he... Oh, I bet Into the Wild was older than that, and then
What is it?
he chose to...
I know it's not right, but I'm just gonna say Milk.
That's it.
Is it?
Harvey Milk.
Oh, I never seen the movie.
You got it. I did see
Turn it
that
over.
movie, and it was good.
It's on Netflix, I think.
Yeah.
It's been on my list forever.
You haven't seen that either?
Nope.
Do you guys even watch movies? No.
A lot of movies I've seen that you've never seen.
Yeah. Dumb one.
All right. What do you want? 2004 drama. Which one? Characters or story?
Because he can't.
Howard Hughes, Katharine Hepburn. You should have guessed story. You probably would have got it off story.
Yeah, but if he would have.
Do you have a story one?
Yeah, that's why I
Oh,
didn't.
crap.
But if
See?
you know it better, you can do what we did. Race to it.
What you didn't say the year genre, did you?
Yeah, 2004 drama. Howard Hughes, Katharine Hepburn. 2 characters.
Skip.
What do you want? He's got a story, so if you say story, you can guess it. Or you can go
Or
with
you can do
quote.
quote. Yeah.
Quote.
Have you been saying tagline if it's the tagline, or do you just...
I just read whatever's in.
You
it.
have to say tagline. So this isn't a quote from the movie, it's the tagline of the movie.
Oh, mine didn't have
Mine
a
has
tagline
Okay,
yet.
so
It's
nobody's
been
had that.
quotes,
Okay,
yeah.
so if it says tagline, just make
Yeah,
sure they know
I
it's
haven't seen
tagline.
that yet.
For some men, the sky was the limit. For him, it was just the beginning.
Um. Damn it. What was the name of that?
Howard Hughes, Katharine Hepburn. For some men, the sky was the limit. For him, it was just the beginning.
My God. Pass. You gotta
Guess
do
the story and then race.
Yeah, and then we'll
Story.
just
You'll
have
have,
to
three
race for it.
you'll have 3 clues. A wealthy but eccentric investor pursues his interests in filmmaking and airplanes.
Crap, I know this movie. I can't remember the name of it, though.
If I gave you the director, you'd be like,
I don't know.
What year was this?
2004.
2004.
My God. Okay.
Throw a guess out. Come on. Get some guesses out. Prominent director. Very prominent.
It was an investor who was into airplanes and...
Filmmaking.
God damn. I don't know. What was it?
Aviator.
Duh.
Oh yeah. I literally was thinking Scorsese.
Yep.
I actually have not seen that movie, though.
That's
Oh,
what I
really?
Yeah.
I saw it forever.
It's okay.
ago. I
It's pretty
couldn't
good.
tell you.
Yeah.
I saw it at your house actually.
Yeah.
I haven't seen...
Don't have it on blue. Had it on DVD for a
Oh
long
my
time.
god.
Give it to me.
You don't have a
Jacob, you're
story
lucky.
one. Story. What is... Wait, what's the...
1982 sci-fi
Story.
Alien.
Okay.
No.
story. A young boy befriends and shelters an
E.T.
alien. That was
Stupid.
Dude, the quote, phone home.
Because they have to drop the ET phone home.
All of it. Like, if you would have guessed characters, maybe not Elliot and Gertie, you would have got it.
For
But
sure. 1982 with that name. Cast.
This is a 2004 drama. Ooh. It's kind of easy one, too.
cast.
Clint Eastwood and Hilary Swank.
Oh my god.
$1 Million Baby.
Yep. And there's that end of the round.
Now we're all on 3.
It really is a huge handicap.
Having to do 3.
Yeah.
Especially with 2 people.
We haven't gotten, like...
Because
there's not
the
a
more
lot of
people
us
that
with
you
the
play
same-
with,
yeah,
then you'll
not
have the more
same
chance to
things,
guess. Yeah.
we come
But
up
the
with-
more things we have, then the more opportunities you'll have to guess. The more that we get also. We should have just started with like 3 or 4 and then went up from there. Because then you have more opportunities to
Ooh, look
guess.
at that. 3
Oh, I'm
different
trading.
ones.
That was my guess. So I will read. 1985 sci-fi.
I might get this.
Doesn't matter. Story.
A teenager who travels back in time by accident must find a way to return.
Back to the Future.
Damn it. I forgot. I'm like, he's not a teenager. He's
I just
ancient now.
watched
No. Damn it.
Easy.
I just watched that again too.
That was an easy one. Which one though? No.
He said
All
it.
of them.
First one.
He
Yeah.
didn't say 2, so I assume he meant number 1.
Yeah.
All right. 1975 thriller.
2 cats.
Story.
The police chief of Amity Island tries to protect beachgoers from a shark.
Jaws.
Yeah. What
Put it out.
You gotta create the suspense.
Or you were thinking.
Dun-dun.
Oh,
Dun-dun-dun.
my gosh.
Is it really that old? Though?
Yeah.
75. Yeah.
Dang. All right. This is a 1993 drama.
I don't. Quote's gonna be hard
You will
on a
definitely.
drama.
You should get this one. I don't know. Quote might be hard.
Don't tell me. Okay, quote. Don't
Yeah.
say that before. Quote.
I could have gotten more out. I could have gotten more people if I just tried harder. I threw away so much money.
Schindler's List.
Yep.
Jeez.
It's another Spielberg.
I know. What the
2 of the
heck?
last 3.
Spielberger. 1989 drama.
Story.
Damn it.
A man hears a voice telling him to build a baseball diamond in his
Field of
cornfield.
Dreams.
Yep.
Turn up.
You have 2?
Yeah.
Damn.
Got both of his right.
Well, I've only had 1 so far.
True.
Ooh. This is a pretty easy one, but it might throw you off at first. A 1946 drama.
Cast.
Characters. I'm terrible at cast. I should
This
trait
one,
that.
this might get, you might get it off of this one. George Bailey, Clarence the Angel.
From what year?
46.
I don't even know if I've seen a movie from the 40s.
Kyle, are you skipping, Jacob?
Yeah.
Give me the cast.
James Stewart, Donna Reed.
I honestly have no idea.
Yeah, you will.
From the 40s?
It plays once a year, every year.
What was the other
What'd you pick?
characters?
You pick cast?
Oh,
Wait, what was the genre again?
46 drama. So you get.
Oh.
It's your turn, right? Are you skipping?
A
Kyle?
Wonderful Life.
no, I know
Yeah.
it.
Yes. But he doesn't get one. Oh
That's
yeah, you
what
get
I was
cast.
gonna say.
Yeah.
I thought. Wait, what's the one that was made later but looks? It was made later but it looks old. It's a Wonderful Life. No, that's not it. Anyway, keep
This is
going.
old and old.
Yeah.
No, I know.
46.
I'm thinking. I'm
Nice.
because
Look
I
at
said
me,
I was gonna
guys.
say that.
2
I
for 2
didn't.
also. What do you have left?
Cast.
Damn it. See, like I can't even like have a chance if you did it. All right.
Quote.
Yeah, Kyle's not gonna do cast.
This is a 2004 drama.
Quote.
What? How did this get? Is there multiple?
No, you.
Are
pull
you drawing from the
front.
back? Pull from the front.
You pull
Someone
from
put it away wrong then.
All right.
Is the same one again?
This is another repeat. So you guys have been putting these in the wrong spot.
I've been putting in the back for
I
sure.
think so.
Maybe not.
All right. Did these get all flipped?
I don't know.
All of these so far.
Just pull from the middle.
There we go.
It must have got flipped around.
All right.
Okay.
This is a 1987 thriller, and you have to do quote. You said
I'm going to.
you won't answer my calls. You change your number. I mean, I'm not going to be ignored, Dan.
It's a great line.
Dan.
Yeah.
1987 thriller.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm not gonna be able to pull it out. Not yet. So go ahead. I'll try to get it off yours.
Cast.
Michael Douglas and Glenn Close. I just saw this movie.
I'm
Michael
gonna skip.
Douglas and
I can
Glenn
think.
Close. I don't
I'm
know.
close to it, but I can't.
Nope.
Well, there's
Wall Street.
no.
You can take another clue, but I don't think
Yeah.
it'll matter.
You can still take another one.
Yeah.
You want to get it right?
I
That don't
can
matter.
only get cast though.
Throw a guess out then.
Michael.
You already know the cast. Throw a guess out so you can get it right.
What's that? Panic Room. I know he's not in it, but
Nope.
And that wasn't in the 80s.
yeah, I know.
Fatal Attraction.
Damn it!
Fatal Attraction. Oh, I should have known that.
What was that movie where he did that? It was like he was trying to
I'm
get
terrible
away.
with actors' names. so-
1987 drama.
Dang, what is all
Yes.
these 80s?
Jennifer Grey, Patrick Swayze.
Oh fuck. Dirty Dancing.
Yep.
Damn it.
Round over.
I couldn't guess. I knew what it was.
I was gonna say I was like, it was between that and Ghost, and I was like, Ghost
Yeah.
has Demi Moore. So.
See, that's what sucks because I got all mine right too.
Fuck, these are shit.
All right. All right. I'm doing way better than I thought I would, though. Just want to throw that out there.
Ooh.
Ready?
There's no way you guys get this.
Oh,
Great.
I'm gonna get it then.
1981 comedy. Maybe do.
Story.
Two friends who joined the army to meet women end up being the Iron Curtain. Behind the Iron Curtain.
Pass.
Give me the cast.
Harold Ramis, Bill Murray.
Stripes.
Yep.
Never seen it.
I know. That's why as soon as I read Bill Murray, I was like, oh, he'll get it. I wouldn't have got it.
A 1981 action movie.
Cast.
Wow. All right.
Do it.
Mel Gibson and Bruce Spence.
Oh my god.
1981 action.
Yeah.
Oh.
This one is
Lethal
specific.
Weapon.
Nope.
That
It's
was
not.
later.
What are you gonna guess?
Story.
Wow. Yep. This is gonna. A wanderer in a post-apocalyptic Australia protects a group of survivors at an oil refinery. It is specific though.
Yeah, you have to know which one.
It is specific.
It's obviously Mad Max, but it's Mad Max 2
Yep.
because the first one was in the 70s.
What's the subtitle?
Yeah, you gotta know.
do that. Do you really? That's kind of like.
Actually, the second one wasn't Mad Max. It was just called Road Warrior.
Well, it says Mad Max 2.
I know, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's just the Road Warrior.
Yep. So you got it.
And then I think the third one goes back to Mad Max 3 Beyond Thunderdome. It's all weird, that
Yeah.
trilogy.
And then it's Mad Max.
Fury
Yeah.
Road.
Fury Road, yeah. Which second one's is being made?
2004 drama.
Oh, we have the exact same.
There you go. It's going to be a race.
Let's do quote. Try to get it out of the way.
Make it a hard one.
Meet Me in Montauk.
What year is this?
2004 drama. Meet Me in Montauk. You'd have to have watched it recently.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever seen it. You've seen it, I think.
Story.
Two lovers use a memory erasing service after their relationship goes bad.
What year was this?
2004.
Oh my god, I've seen this movie.
Yes.
I can't remember.
Story.
Yeah.
I guess do characters in.
Clementine, Krasinski, Joel Barish.
That wasn't helpful.
That didn't help at all.
That made me less sure of what it was.
Clementine is like a, prominent.
I got nothing. You can guess if you want.
Two lovers use a memory erasing service after the relationship goes bad. Come on. Easy.
Jacob would
You've seen it, so you're going to really be
I
punching
know.
yourself.
What is it?
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Oh my god.
I
Yeah.
definitely haven't seen
Really?
that.
That's the Jim Carrey movie?
Yeah.
Damn, too bad we didn't have cast.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I haven't seen that in a
This
really
is
long
funny.
time though.
I just rewatched
This
it
is
not long ago.
interesting. 2004 thriller.
Story.
A contract killer forces a cab driver to chauffeur him around LA while he completes some errands.
Wait, what year was this?
2004.
It sounds like Stuber. No, I'm kidding. So wait, what was the story?
A contract killer forces a cab driver to chauffeur him around L.A. while he completes some errands. If you don't get it, Kyle's going to get it.
Yeah.
Damn it. Go ahead.
Cast. Collateral.
Yep. He already said it earlier.
Jamie Foxx and Tom Cruise.
He already said you said that movie earlier.
I know. And now you get to read to me.
All right.
But we get to rate.
This is a 2000 comedy.
Quote, obviously.
See, comedy is like my worst. I haven't seen so many.
comedies.
You said quote?
Yeah.
You never told me about your cat milking days in Motown.
Meet the Parents.
Yep.
Let's go.
I hate Ben Stiller, so I definitely want to get that one.
I've never seen it.
I've seen one of them. It was horrible.
You've never seen Meet the Parents? What the hell's wrong with you? That's a classic, though. Meet the Parents is pretty good, though.
Dang.
It's not like amazing.
Wow. All of my worst ones. So when can you trade?
When it's your turn to pick,
Okay.
if you get a clue, you can trade, but you don't get to, it could be beneficial, like if the person next to you is going to have
Wait,
to
so
choose a
if
clue.
you trade that, you skip your turn or something?
Right. You don't get a clue read to you. You don't get to pick the clue. Your turn never is over. Like you can still guess as long as you have that tile.
Yeah,
So that's
right.
why it's smart sometimes to get like, because you're going to be reading to me and Josh. If I lose a quote but I gain a cast, now I have more variety, so I
Yeah.
can guess in more questions.
Right.
Strategy.
Right.
All right. I got that one, which you read.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why the box is in front of you. Because it's your turn.
Thank you. 1986 comedy.
Characters.
Reporter
Why'd you have
Sue
four?
Charlton,
Oh, you only
Aussie
have
Bushman Mick.
What?
Reporter Sue Charlton, Aussie Bushman Mick. Two
Yeah.
people. So
Yeah.
reporter Sue Charlton, one. Second person,
Doesn't matter
Aussie
either
Bushman Mick. Come on,
Skip.
an 86 comedy. Could have got it from.
I can't guess. Where you look at me?
Well,
Oh, you
know,
skipped?
He said he's
Yeah.
not going to
Oh.
guess, so
Damn it,
do
why did I
quote.
try- Quote. Wait, what? He didn't do quote?
No, I have
He
characters.
doesn't have
Quote
quotes,
then.
so he did characters.
Quote.
You should have got quote. That's not a knife. This quote is actually wrong. That's embarrassing. It says, "That's not a knife. That's a knife."
That's a knife.
I thought he says, "This is a knife." Doesn't he?
I don't know. I don't
That's
know the
not a
movie.
knife. This is a knife. I don't know. Anyway, it says, "That's not a knife. That's a knife," but maybe it does say that's a knife. Anyway. All right. That's not a knife. That's a knife. That's not a knife. That's a knife. Come on.
It takes place in Australia.
I didn't say that.
You just made the accent though.
Yeah.
I didn't say
So
where it
wait,
takes
what
place.
was the first thing you chose?
Are
Characters.
Australians allowed to travel the world?
Aussie something. And
Aussie
Oh
Bushman
no, that's
Mick.
why Bushman is why I thought it was in like
Yeah.
New Zealand. or
Aussie Bushman
Australia. Yeah.
It's the character's name. It's not
Ace Ventura.
setting.
It's
No.
not 84.
I know that's like 90s.
Cast because he already
Paul
guessed.
Hogan, Linda Kozlowski.
No idea.
Nothing. Skip.
Crocodile Dundee.
Never seen it.
Yeah, never
Yeah,
seen it.
but from Aussie Bushman Mick, and
I still haven't seen it.
that's not a knife.
That's a knife.
I'm gonna have to look up that scene. Just
Just to
make
see if
sure.
it's
It's
right.
gonna drive me crazy.
This is getting worse and worse.
Okay. 1980 comedy.
Why? After I said it, comedy's my worst. We had like 4 comedies.
Yeah.
Oh, quote. No, he can get
Oh,
that too.
you might get this.
He can get it too, though.
I am serious, and don't call me Shirley.
Airplane.
Yep.
Let's go.
Haven't seen that either.
You've never seen Airplane?
Me neither.
Oh
I don't
my
watch
God.
comedy.
I hate comedy movies.
You like Airplane? You like spoof comedy?
Not really.
1994 action movie.
Quote.
I married Rambo.
Rambo? No. Damn it.
He guessed.
That was your guess too.
That doesn't matter. So I'll do characters.
Harry and Helen Tasker. Juno Skinner.
And it's
1994 action.
I can do cast too, right?
Sure.
Because you can't guess. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, just do it.
Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh. I know too. I wasn't guessing that.
You said
I was
Rambo.
repeating the quote.
You said
No, you're
Rambo?
like Rambo?
That
I was
the
thinking out
question.
loud. I was thinking out loud.
Terminator?
Whatever. No, True Lies.
True Lies.
Duh.
I don't know that.
Duh.
Let's flip those back the other way. I was doing way better then.
1986 comedy.
Oh
What
my
the
God.
hell? Like,
Now this one's easy though. Come on.
Cast.
probably not.
Cast John Hughes. Oh, it says director. So directed by John Hughes. Stars Matthew Broderick.
Ferris Bueller's
Year's
Day
Day Off. That would be the only one I know. Wait, what was the thing for that?
Off. Cast.
Oh, I could have guessed that.
You got to listen.
Yeah.
I didn't know I could guess.
Look at your tiles, Jacob.
I can't see his tiles though.
Oh.
I have
Well, you got to listen to him, but yeah. Show him your tiles.
2 characters and 1 cast.
Okay.
Oh, damn it. I thought it was something else. I knew that.
Here you go, Jacob. Here you go. You'll get this one.
You better guess cast or else.
1987 sci-fi.
Which one are you going to do?
I'm terrible at cast though. I don't know.
No,
people's names.
you should get this one.
Do the
Cast.
both then.
He doesn't have cast. Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jesse Ventura.
Oh, easy.
And Terminator.
No.
You said sci-fi?
That was your guess.
Oh.
I'm going to get rid of one of these characters. It's Predator.
Yeah.
Oh, duh. The other.
I got time to bleed.
Schaefer and his special units.
Jesse Ventura.
I don't know who Jesse Ventura
He
is.
was a wrestler.
Yeah. And the guy who directed that conspiracy theory show.
She says the
He was a
jungle
governor
just
of-
came and took him.
Was he governor?
Arnold was.
Somewhere. Yeah.
Governor
Not
of
California. Jesse Ventura was somewhere else. Anyway, he got into politics.
1986 comedy.
Quote.
You're ashamed to go out with me. You're terrified that your goddamn rich friends won't approve.
80 what comedy?
6?
Late 80s.
I would not get this one.
Pretty Woman?
Nope.
Cast.
Molly Ringwald and
Ooh,
Andrew
the other one.
McCarthy.
Oh, I should have waited. That's okay. You wouldn't get cast.
16 Candles.
No.
Breakfast Club.
No, it's Pretty in Pink.
No,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
Pretty in Pink. Damn it. I've never seen it.
I knew it was the other Molly. It was only
Can we get back to like 2000s?
Nope. 1983 comedy.
Jesus. They're all comedies.
Sounds easy though.
These
What do you want?
shuffled.
Characters.
Mrs. Parker, The Old Man, Ralphie, Santa Claus.
Christmas Story.
Yep.
Damn it. I could have gotten that one, and I didn't. Of course, you picked.
You
character.
could have
Yeah, you pick character because you don't have
trade your
characters.
tiles in. Then you can be on the same
Ooh.
page as Josh if you trade.
85 sci-fi.
Oh, cast. Damn it, that's like my worst category.
Do quote and race.
Yeah, but then
Don Ameche, Wilford Brimley, and Jessica Tandy. Yeah, you call. What'd you pick?
I picked
Cast, so you
Cast.
can't guess yet.
Yeah.
Well,
When
you
he
could.
inevitably
that
doesn't get
was
it.
A what year? 1985.
Yeah.
Sci-fi.
Yeah,
Where I'm gonna go. Oh wait, but you can pick characters.
Mm-hmm. But then you wouldn't be able to guess. So it's better to get your guess out now in case
That's what I'm saying. But sci-fi and 85, I don't know any of those.
all of these movies are like pretty popular. We may not have seen them all, but
A sci-fi movie in the 80s. There's tons though.
that's what I'm saying. Those thing of popular ones, might be right.
Do you know it?
If you don't know the stars, no. That's what I'm gonna get.
He's gonna pick characters, and then I can't.
Yeah. Hopefully one of them sticks out.
But if I get wrong now, and you get
Just guess.
I'm just gonna
We don't got all
pass.
night. All right.
Pass.
Characters.
Captain Jack Bonner, retirement home resident Art Selwyn.
Retirement home. It's a what's the year again?
85.
It's a sci-fi.
God.
Well,
You guys can rush
let's do
for
quote
the
then, yeah,
Quote.
because I don't know.
Here we go.
Yeah.
They say if we go with them, we'll live forever, and that's good.
Mars Attack.
No.
Damn it.
Oh man.
They would have probably listed that as a comedy.
Well, it's still sci-fi.
I don't know. I'm gonna know the name. I probably have never seen it then. After everything that we've got, I don't know.
Cocoon.
Yeah, never.
There's
seen
no way I would have guessed that. 1984. Why are they all 80s? 1984 drama.
it. Popular genre, popular time. Maybe we need to shuffle them more. Anyway, I'll take quote.
People don't start playing ball at your age; they retire. I don't know if he has a southern accent, but I felt
84 drama.
Yep.
Oh, is it Bull Durham?
Is that the name of the movie you're guessing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Let's do cast.
Robert Redford, Kim Basinger, and Glenn Close.
Glenn Close again.
Mm-hmm. I've never even heard of this movie. So,
What did I say, cast? I can do characters, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Baseball players Roy Hobbs and Bump Bailey, Harriet Bird.
It was a baseball movie, but
80. What?
4. Drama.
Major League?
No. The Natural.
yeah.
We're doing great now, guys. We know
Pick it up.
movies.
Pick it up.
These are like.
There we go.
stupid
Easy.
movies.
2000 drama.
Of course, I don't get the
Let's
answer
do
to this one
characters.
first.
No, I don't know if he'll know it though. Russell Hammond, Penny Lane.
I'm terrible with like actors' names and stuff, though.
That's characters, though. That's not cast.
I know, and character, I can't remember characters.
All these clues are hard except for the
You said
story,
2000.
so
Drama?
not gonna help you guys.
Okay, go.
Yeah. What do you want?
Quote.
I am a golden god.
And this was a.
2000?
2000 drama.
I have no idea.
Okay, that's race.
Cast
two.
ready?
Let's do cast, yeah.
Billy Crudup, Kay Hudson.
I have no idea.
Almost Famous? Turn
Yep.
up.
Never heard of it.
What?
You've never heard of Almost Famous?
No.
That was like her. That was a. Who
Oh my
directed
God.
that? He just did something. Rocket Man, didn't he?
I didn't
No,
start watching
that's Dexter Fletcher.
movies until high school.
Almost Famous was what's his name? It's driving me.
Okay.
Good.
97 drama.
We got-
Quote.
It's a tagline. Off the record, on the QT, and very hush hush.
A 1997 drama.
Yes.
Pass.
Oh, you did quote?
Yeah.
I got answered. I'll do characters then. That way he can't.
Yeah.
Lieutenant Ed Exley, Lynn Bracken.
Actually, that sounds familiar. What was the year again? One more time?
97 drama.
Say the quote again.
It's a tagline.
Tagline. Say it
Off
again.
the record, on the QT, and very hush hush.
A Few Good Men.
Nope.
Cast.
Guy Pearce, James Cromwell.
No idea.
Guy Pearce?
What is it? He already guessed. So.
Police in the 1950s, Los Angeles discovered deep-seated corruption with the police force.
1997. Oh, LA Confidential.
Yep.
Damn it. I've seen that.
He didn't get it, but
So good.
I just wanted him to guess because I think
That was a huge cast.
1984 comedy.
Yeah, quote.
You know, Mahoney, I'd like to spend the next 10 weeks breaking you into little pieces.
Mahoney. What was the year again?
84.
Comedy.
Yes.
Of course. They're all comedies.
90% of the ones we've done so far.
Oh, I'm not going to guess because he's going to pick
Let's do
characters. so-
characters.
Cadet Mahoney, Cadet Hightower, and Lieutenant Harris.
Wow. 84. MASH.
Nope.
Full Metal Jacket.
Nope. Police Academy.
Damn it.
All right.
This is
Police
starting to
Academy.
go more like I expected
Yeah.
it to.
Characters.
1994 drama.
Characters.
94.
You don't have characters. Vincent Vega, Marcellus Wallace. Oh, you're fucked. So easy. It's the easiest card we've had yet.
No, it's not. Jaws was the easiest card we had yet.
Lord of the Rings.
No, Jaws was
I didn't know
about a
that.
shark
Anyway,
in the
Vincent
70s.
Vega, Marcellus Wallace.
Yeah, nothing.
Quote.
Zed's dead, baby. Zed's dead.
See, this isn't easy.
Oh my god.
I probably haven't seen this movie.
Oh yeah, you have.
What year?
1994.
94?
I thought you said 84.
Pass.
You can go over the characters again. I'm gonna
because he can go back and do cast. So I can skip again and he can do cast.
I wonder if you can hear a clue, but you can't answer because
You
it goes
can-
to you.
Yeah, I can hear the clue, but it won't work.
But
Yeah,
if you
you
say
can pick
story, you could
He can pick
you could,
whatever he wants. Yeah,
you could
but-
unlock a clue.
Yeah, because you
You
could
wanna hear
pick
a story?
story and
And
just hope
then-
that I don't get it, and then you can pick.
Although I guess you're only helping him.
Yeah.
I wonder
But
if
you're
have,
helping
I wonder
yourself,
if you
too.
have to hear a clue, or can you just pass without hearing one? Because he knows he's not going to get it.
I feel like you would have to. That way, it's like more of a pressure,
Quicker.
right? Because you're
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
if I don't guess now,
Because we haven't been doing that. Anyway, we need to make up
well,
our
we
own
haven't
rules for
had
this.
to until right now, right?
Yeah.
I guess you can say story, but
2 hitmen retrieve a mysterious briefcase.
What year?
1994.
Dumb and Dumber.
No.
They were
Drama. Pulp Fiction.
Oh, I thought you said comedy for some
No.
reason. Oh, I thought you said comedy.
Vincent Vega. Vincent Vega.
I've never seen it. So.
Why did they pick that as the cast?
You have seen Pulp Fiction. Come
No, I
on.
haven't.
I love Pulp Fiction.
I won't watch
but
it.
I don't remember
this
a
guy.
briefcase.
You think you're some kind of hipster?
Oh yeah, when they open it. Yeah.
No, Tarantino is for hipsters.
No.
2000 action.
Quote.
Once upon a time, these were 3 very different little girls.
Sucker
2000?
Punch. Oh wait, what year?
2000.
Sucker
Oh,
Punch
it
is
wouldn't
not
be
right. You
that
already
then.
guessed that.
Yeah, damn it. I thought.
So it's just Kyle.
Give me the characters.
Alex Monday, Dylan Sanders, Natalie Cook. You'll know it as soon as I say
I know it.
it.
Damn
Once
it.
upon a time. Say it again.
And I can't. Damn it.
Once upon a time, there were 3 very different little girls.
At least I think I know what it is now.
That's pretty easy.
Yeah.
Charlie's Angels.
Yep.
That's what I was gonna guess. Damn it.
I have no idea the character names. I've never seen it.
I've never seen it either, but after that,
3 girls.
yeah, that was.
Hope it's
pretty-
easy. Quote, and I'll win.
1967 drama.
Woohoo.
Quote me the quote. 67.
Mrs. Robinson, you're trying to seduce me, aren't you?
The Graduate.
Yep.
Let's go.
Layla. Okay.
They were close though.
I haven't seen those last like
Jacob's
20
still
movies.
on last round with 0 tiles turned over.
One round different.
With no tiles turned over.
Hey, the last 2 rounds though, I got all of mine right. It's just I didn't get
Interesting.
to go.
We didn't do any trading either. I wonder how much the trading would have changed the game.
I think
If you're strategic about it. That was our first time playing. We're gonna make up our own rules and
Yeah.
that
get
just
back
made
to
it
it.
hard though, because like there's 2 rounds in
the
a row
rules should
where
be
I
like
got.
you start with one of each, and then like as you turn, you can trade to get ones that you like better.
Yeah, like
And then, like-
'Cause, like-
trivia crack or whatever.
Yeah.
Like cast is like the worst for me because I don't even know any of like actors at all,
Yeah.
like by name.
Well, you can say, like you can know the story and then say not no one get it, and then you just say cast, but it doesn't matter because you're still gonna get the tile.
Yeah, that's the only way I would get it because I honestly know so little. I never pay attention to that until now.
Yeah. All right, let's start wrapping up. I'm gonna look to see what's coming up.
Everything's delayed.
That's why I'm seeing what's coming out still.
Bloodshot.
We could do Bloodshot.
Yeah.
Okay, so we did
Bloodshot.
say Bloodshot. Yeah, wow.
There's nothing next week.
I don't even know any of these
No, there's
until
literally
the
nothing.
Lovebirds. That's the next net recognizable name I see, and that's April.
Was
Maybe.
Mulan's release date changed?
Yeah.
They didn't say yet.
So I know we didn't put a post up saying that what movie we're focusing on this week or whatever, but we talked about it in the last episode. But we'll definitely have to put a post up this week. Let's pick, make some picks, and whether it's available on streaming or, The Grudge is available on digital now. See that? We could do that.
Oh, the new one?
Yeah. You
Yeah, I
never
wanna
saw
do
it,
that.
right? And I know you
No,
want to see
I want
it.
to see it. I
It's on
still want to
digital.
see it. Yeah.
I want to watch.
That's an option.
I still
Definitely
wanna see it,
Bloodshot.
yeah.
And then we might do either just movies that we own or streaming stuff to talk about. Keep it coming.
Batman's.
And now that we're 10 in, we're thinking about doing some premium pods soon. We've talked about it.
Yeah.
First one, Batman trilogy,
Turn up.
coming up. So yeah, stay tuned in for that stuff.
Socials.
That's about it. Yeah. Social media and Untapped at the KG Project.
Yep. So my Untapped and my Letterboxd is JSAL517. That's
gotta change my Untapped. What if I
JSAL517.
can?
Probably. What is it?
Mr. JSL22 and MarJSL22, and then my letterbox is Josh_Saldana.
So give us a follow, give us a like. Questions into sudsandcinemapodcast@gmail.com. Logo is by DJ Mike Holiday. Follow him. Hit him up if you want some dope art. And I think that brings us to a close. Stay tuned with the Facebook page to see exactly what we're reviewing. True that.
For now, cheers, guys. Corona 2020 is here, but we're still making the show. Kyle may or may not have Corona already. He's coughing enough for it.